All right, everything working? Everything's working. Perfect. Unexpected. That's an absolute win. All right, let's see if we can get this thing pulled up on the ESPN app here. Just in case we have connection issues and the dog just jumped down onto the ground and made the mic bounce up and down. There's 12 minutes left in the first quarter at the time of starting this. There we go. We're going to turn that muted. Will it flip? It will not flip. So we're going to put that over here. And a little handoff for no gain. All right. Had a hair in my mouth. That's gross. Okay. Get this thing started today. Surprise out of nowhere stream. I'm very happy that I was able to do this tonight. We're going to hope our connection holds up because I had a connection issue for the split second that I first turned this on. It said connection a little bit shaky, but we're here anyway. And Aaron Rodgers is alone in the shotgun. What's up, Sam? How's it going? Didn't expect to be doing this tonight. Thought I'd be at work right now, but had a couple cancellations and here we are. So I'm ready to get going on a stream today. 14's going to catch this football out to about to 4th and 1. They're going to have to probably punt here because they're at the 29. Dolphins are going to get the ball back. I don't know what happened on the first drive. I'm a little bit late, but I got a little bit extra time to be able to stream tonight. So, oh, nice. Yeah, just lurk. Appreciate you hanging out and helping me with the watch time. We've been doing a lot of great stuff with that over the last, like Sunday, we gained about 120 watch hours just from hanging out. And the subscriber counter, as you can tell, has been going up like crazy. We just got another one right there. Whoever did that, you're awesome. And yeah, 4th and 1. The Steelers going to punt the ball here back to the Dolphins. Both teams will be 7 and 7 if the Dolphins win today. It's going to be picked up at the 24. He's going to try to return this thing into a wall of black, and he only gets it to the 30. Thank you for the first like. Appreciate that. Let's have a goal of 20 since we have some people watching us now, hanging out with us on the streams. Have a goal of 20 likes today. Free likes. Takes nothing to like. We're going to commercial break right now. We're going to keep this up on the TV, which is using my Wi-Fi. If there's a reason that there's a connection issue on the stream, we will go ahead and switch to the phone, which is over here on my left. And at that point, if we have any issues, then we'll just have to ride with it because I don't have a PC. I only have a laptop, so don't have an Ethernet cord plug-in here. So I am on the road to 1,000, dude, and it will be quick if we keep this pace up. It's mainly the subs are coming from the Tom Grossi video. So I'm, when that video fizzles out after about, usually as a YouTuber, it gives you 3 days to pump the video to maybe 7 max if your video is doing well. I've never had a video do well enough where it does more than that. But once the video fizzles out, it might slow down quite a bit. I'm getting most of my subscribers from that video I made about getting rated. I've gained like 250 from that video alone. So hopefully those people watch the videos, come hang out with me on the streams. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. We've got the game pulled up on both sides. I just got home from work, literally just now. Like I came in, made the thumbnail for Monday Night Football, and sat down. That's how soon ago I got home. So I am just happy to be doing this stream tonight. We're going to be doing the play-by-play for the whole game. And it's commercial break right now. But yeah, super happy to be here. The dog's squeaking his toy. He's happy that I'm home. Wife will be getting home in like probably about an hour. How's everyone else's Monday? Pretty good? I hope so. Is Tom doing his stream as well right now? I bet he is. I haven't followed either of these teams very much this season, so I don't know much about either of them, but it's going to be interesting to watch. That'll be even more interesting for me because I haven't been watching them. I did know the Dolphins started very slowly, all of a sudden out of nowhere, have resurged and made themselves actually a contender for the playoffs this season. Though the chances may be slim, they are in contention to do something. So let's see if they can pull it off. Dolphins going to get the ball back. Dolphins today wearing all white. They're in Pittsburgh, probably a frigid night. The Steelers wearing their black top, black bottom, black helmet, and the pants have a nice big yellow stripe on the sides. First play is going to be a handoff for about 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Dolphins, and that was the A-Train, Devon Achane. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. I didn't even have time to change the color of my light right here. Kept it at blue. It's going to do like a purple or something tonight. Switch it up a little bit. Yeah, we got it pulled up on the phone and the TV just in case. Just in case this gets a little laggy on the TV here. I believe, who's the quarterback for the Dolphins right now? I know they had a crazy situation going on. Is it still Tua? Going to toss this out to Achane. He's going to get a first down and more. Finally gets stopped after about a gain of 8, and that guy would not let him go. Got a little chippy at the end of the play. That's a first down for the Dolphins. Ingold with a big block on that play. That must be the fullback for the Dolphins. Toss out by 1. Over to Achane. He was able to get, I think, about 12 on that. Dolphins be orange. All right, it's not working out. I'm going to turn the TV off because I just got connection unstable again. And we're going to watch it on our phone right here just so we have a stable connection for the stream. I don't want it to be lagging for you guys. It's going to be 1st and 10 Dolphins. Fake handoff, looking to throw. Going to pass this ball. Completed. It looks like 17 is the receiver. I think that's Waddle. He's going to make the catch for an 11-yard first down. Let me get the numbers down. I want to make sure I'm getting the players correct here. Good throw, good catch, in between 3 different Steelers defenders. Way to go for the good throw for the Dolphins. They're moving the ball here. Dolphins in the I formation. Got a person in motion. Going to look to hand off. No, they're going to throw. Going to throw to the left. Little underthrown, and that ball is picked by the Steelers. Interception 22 on the defense. And that was a very underthrown football. That looked like a Tua throw, and yeah, Tua is number 1. Okay, so just making sure that Aaron Rodgers and Tua are both playing tonight. They are. Cool. Wasn't 100% sure. That was a very underthrown football. They were moving the ball. All of a sudden, that drive is going to fizzle out to nothing. Throw intended to go to Waddle. Out to the left side, but that ball missed him by about 5 yards. Very short on the play. Yeah, but as I was saying, all right, try to reconnect there. We were having a little bit of connection issues, and we'll see how long that lasts. Hopefully it goes away. When I've had this happen in the past on my streams, it lasts for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then it ends up going back to normal, and we end up being good for the rest of the night. It's usually the beginning of primetime games on Monday, especially Monday. For some reason, Monday is very lagged up. There's everyone in the apartment complex using all their internet and Wi-Fi, so it lags everything down. But I'll keep reconnecting it if it keeps giving me that message. It keeps saying, I was hoping it wasn't too laggy. Did it completely freeze for a while in CAA Sports Insanity, just so I know? Thank you. Appreciate it, Minimal. 622 subs now. Thank you to whoever subbed. I'm assuming they may be watching a video, not here on live, but I'll still say thanks anyway. Yeah, I guess if it gives that message, it freezes. I'll have to just keep reconnecting it real quick, which I can do pretty quickly. Yeah, it is the Mondays. The internet has a case of the Mondays. Looks like they're going for a bit of a tush push here. The Steelers trying to get a first down. They may have to measure it. That looks like they're marking it short. You see, let me go through the questions again, everything I have in the chat, because no one heard it probably, because I was probably frozen. Congrats on the donkey win. Yep, good win for the Donkeys. The scoreboard I have up now, Warhorse Gaming. What's up, NCAA Sports Insanity? Glad you're on Monday Night Football. You don't have a stake in the game. I do also hope both teams have fun. They're in the huddle right now trying to figure out a play. Those Steelers haven't followed either team very intensely this year. Looks like they're going for a QB sneak. Actually, it's not a QB sneak. Number 83 had the ball. They're going to get the first down on that one on 4th down. They're going to keep this drive going. Tua turning the ball over last time. That is for sure. Yeah, my dog was eating the trash, so I had to go run over there and do that. And my connection was bad. Now my dog's trying to eat this box on the ground over here. Hey, that's a box, Nugget. We don't eat boxes. Don't eat the box. Don't eat the box, little boy. He's a crazy guy. He'll try to eat anything. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Like, who are we watching right now? Aaron Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to try to find someone. Going to check it down. Not going to get any yards on that play, though. So far, we have 6 likes already on the stream. Super awesome. Appreciate it. You thought your internet quit? No, it's my internet. We back. That's all right. I'm with you, man. Appreciate it, Minimal. It is having Monday Classic. It is exhausted. Go Steelers. Ah, my dog just ate a bunch of trash, too. Wow, our dogs think alike. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is all alone in the backfield, making sure my dog's not eating any boxes. Aaron Rodgers is going to take the snap, trying to find someone to get the ball to, throwing up the middle. Number 4 catches it. That's going to be a first down. Is that Metcalf? It is Metcalf. That is across midfield to the 48 of the Dolphins. 1st and 10 Steelers. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Don't eat the box, Nugget. I'm watching you. I will sick Derek on you. You hear me? Look at Derek. He's not playing around. I will sick him on you if you threaten one more time to eat that box. Derek is flying in at you. I promise you that. And Derek doesn't mess around. Derek does not play games. And until there's a score, Derek's going to hang out on the scoreboard. There is no score. Handoff on 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Trying to break some tackles. Looks like it's Gainwell who's going to get about 4. And it'll be 2nd down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Derek. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. 40-year-old man versus an auto turnover. Yeah. Apparently, Tua's playing better. The Dolphins have been winning. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 5. Rodgers is going to hand this one off. Gainwell trying to gain well. Get what I did there? Doesn't gain anything, though. 1 yard at the most. You think so? You think the Steelers won't get 3 on this drive? They're getting pretty close to field goal range. I think the Steelers could get 3 here. They get a first down on this next play, they're at least going to get 3. They have a pretty reliable kicker. Gainwell was able to juke, but it wasn't enough to break the tackle. Aaron Rodgers already complaining. It's a quick start for him. Maybe you should ask Steve. We'll see. What do you want to ask Steve? Let me know what you want to ask Steve. We'll ask him. Aaron Rodgers looking to throw 3rd and 3. Going to throw this out, and it's incomplete. Looks like you were correct. Aaron couldn't get it to him. All right, Steve. Are the Steelers going to score on this drive? He said it's certain. Steve said that it is certain that the Steelers will score on this drive. So they're going forward on 4th and 3. It is still a possibility, but Steve hasn't been known as the brightest 8-ball in the box. 4th and 3, looking to throw. It's completed. Oh my goodness, number 14 is going to get this down. And Steve may be right. Who is winning this game, Steve? Okay. Good boy, eat your burger. Yeah, got you a cheeseburger. Just a fake cheeseburger. Steve, will the Pittsburgh Steelers win today's game? Outlook not so good. So Steve's rolling with the Dolphins. I think the Steelers got this one. Actually, I picked the Dolphins yesterday, but I really don't know who's going to win. I think that the Steelers are going to win now, but handoff here, not going to go anywhere. 2-yard loss on 1st and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Steelers go backwards on that first play. Yeah, but he's riding with the Dolphins. I'm riding with the Steelers. All right, Steve, are the Denver Broncos going to win the Super Bowl this year? He said, don't count on it. Okay. Okay, Steve, hit it where it hurts. Hit me right. That's a sucker punch right to the gonads, Steve. We got to ask for a different team. See who do we think's going to win? Check down to the running back. 2nd and 11. Get no gain. 44 for the defense of the Dolphins. Absolutely laid out the receiver. Receiver was Kenneth Gainwell, and he's getting nothing. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Steelers. Will the Cards get the overall first draft pick? Steve, he asked the question, will the Cards get the overall first draft pick? They're 6th right now. Cannot predict now. Oh, yeah, he's just waiting for the end of the season so he can pretend he knew what the answer was. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 for Aaron Rodgers. Don't you eat that box nugget. Don't you eat that box. Looking to throw. He's getting pressured, and he is going to go down back at the 45. Aaron Rodgers sacked for a big loss, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. The Steelers are going to punt this ball back to the Dolphins. Oh, man, that's how the first quarter comes to a close. It is a 0-0 tie, which means that Derek is going to stay right where Derek is. He's 40, so I'm glad he didn't hurt anything on that sack. All right. Get this game thing going here. I think that thing's got the Christmas spirit, but I'd rather the helmets be in the picture. But then if I'm doing that, the helmets are in the picture way better when it comes to like the regular videos. You can see both helmets, but when I'm doing the live stream, my big ass head is in the way. So yeah, we're on commercial break right now. End of the first quarter. We are 0-0 right now in this game. Riveting game. We have hit 8 likes in the stream. Thank you so much, everyone who's hanging out and watching. Thanks. The WWE belt adds a little bit of shine to the set. I think it looks really good. Looks really nice. Nice and gold. Liking and subscribing is free, everybody. If you like NFL football, this is the channel for you. Making a video about Phillip Rivers and his valiant attempts to win against the Seahawks. I'm making a video about the injuries, including a Green Bay video that emphasizes their injuries. Maybe I'll make one just talking about all the bad injuries this week. And I'm going to make a video about the Cardinals fans during the Texans game and the Cardinals recap, which I do every week because this is an Arizona-heavy channel. Thank you, sir. I went up 100 today. I'm assuming you are Sir. What is your name, NCAA? Would love to know your name. I know Sam was hanging out for a little bit, but said that they were at work and they'd be a ghost a little bit. We got Derek here. I'm Ryan. Kinda Askew Sports. That is my last name. Askew, not Kinda Askew Sports. I'm not Ryan Kinda Askew Sports. I am just Ryan Askew. 20 more seconds on our commercial break, and we'll be back in the game for the start of the second quarter with the Dolphins and the Steelers. Right now, we're just kind of hanging out, talking with the chat. Oh, I just said you'd be a ghost because I'm trying to see NCAA Sports Insanity's name. Minimal says they're Charlie. Nice to meet you, Charlie. I don't know if you've told me your name already. Apologies if you have. So we got Charlie. Oh, we got a new subscriber, 623, and we are coming back from commercial. Minimal is Charlie. And then we got Sam, NCAA Sports. We don't know your name yet, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. You can just tell me if you want me to call you NCAA Sports. I will do that. I know people are really big about their privacy nowadays, and I don't want to disrespect you. First play in the second quarter is going to be a punt by the Steelers. So we are waiting for that punt right now. All right, getting ready for that snap. Punter's going to take it. He's going to hold it, kick it straight up in the air. He's going to try to pin the Dolphins back a little bit shorter than he would have wanted. Actually, that was a good fake by the Dolphins punt returner. He tried to fake a fair catch short of it, but the Steelers the Steelers special team stayed with it well. It's going to bounce into the end zone. That is going to be a touchback. And that is where the Dolphins will get the ball for their third drive of the game. Brennan. Cool. We got Brennan. We got Sam. This is a very defensive game, Chris. As you can see, Derek is blocking the scoreboard. That's because there is no score so far. Derek, the mentally unstable sponge, is blocking the scoreboard. He tries to do that when there is a score as well, but I have to push him out of the way. But no, he's just blocking it right now, just for the time being. He is perfectly fine with getting out of the way once there's a score. But right now there is no score. It is 0-0. Dolphins having the ball for their third time today. Last drive for the Dolphins ended in a horrible interception where Tua underthrew the ball by about 5 or 6 yards. Tua's under center. He's going to hand this one off to, this is not Achane this time, about 1 yard on the gain. So that's going to be 2 and, let's see if they give it 1 or 2. I don't know if that was a 1 or 2 yard gain. We're going to find out here shortly. Yeah, they're showing Tua's bad interceptions where he was Tua turning the ball over earlier in the season. Yeah, we got Brennan. We got Sam. We got, let's see, where was the net? Charlie. Okay, I almost said Chris. Sorry. Do not want to call you Charlie if you're not Charlie, or Chris if you're not Chris, but you are Charlie. Try to know all your names. Yeah. Tua turning the ball over. Throw out on 2nd and 8 is going to be all the way down to the first down marker. That's about an 8-yard gain and possibly a first down for the Dolphins. When they work efficiently in their offense, things go well. When Tua starts trying to be a gunslinger and throw the ball downfield deep, things go badly for the Dolphins. His arm strength is something that is definitely one of his weaknesses. He has some speed. And please, dear heaven above, no more concussions for Tua. All right, weird formation here. We got 3 people next to Tua, and Achane's going to take the handoff, and he is going to get about 6 yards on first down. It's 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. Oh, nice. Casey's your wife. That's awesome. I'm trying to get better at calling games. I've always faked it when I'm playing Madden or NCAA college football. So I feel like I've gotten, some practice doing it, but no one was watching me at the time. So now I got people watching. So I appreciate you saying that. I'm pretty good at calling the games. We're going to continue to call this one here. They're showing the difference between the quarterbacks. Tagovailoa has never won a primetime game, I think they're saying right now. As Achane's going to take this ball half of what they need for a first down. It's going to be 3rd and short after the 2nd down run. That's cool. Casey is very nice. She was very nice last night. You and her are 2 very cool people. 3rd and 2 for the Dolphins. See if they can get off the field, get this ball back to the Steelers. See if we can keep this game 0-0 so Derek can continue to block the scoreboard with his cute face. Thanks, Casey. Welcome back to the stream today. Appreciate having you here. Are you watching Tom right now? 3rd and 2. Tua looking to throw this football. He's actually going to try to run, and he's going full bore for it. And someone grabbed his helmet and spun him around. That should have been a face mask by rule. You grab the underside of the helmet and then stir someone back the other direction. That is a face mask, but there's no flag on the ground. And they're calling this 4th and 1. They're saying he did not get enough. He was running for it, and he's sliding down and then scooped under the helmet, number 6, and then tore his head upward. Just what Tua needs. Every time he runs, something bad happens to his head. Every time he runs. Yeah, I plan on doing a lot of football stories too. I'm going to be doing a lot of football stories with a lot of different things, just like fun different stories about past players, current players, stories about football teams in general, recaps from seasons for different teams. Like Shedeur Sanders is a hot topic. Might talk about his 2025 from start to finish. Might talk about the Cardinals' horrible season, break that down a bit. The Broncos season, Got a lot of different ideas. Maybe making really good high quality, maybe 2 videos a week at least, trying to make good quality stuff, not trying to get too many things out there. Hey, thanks, Chris. Punt is in the air for the Dolphins. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. And oh, this is a whoa. Caught at the 29 and immediately did not fair catch, got absolutely railed at the 29 by the Dolphins defender. That's where the Steelers will start at the 29, moving the ball down towards the 50. They're on their own 29 after that punt, and there's still no score in the game. So Derek gets to keep chilling, gets to keep hanging out with his handsome face. Have you ever seen a face this handsome? Only a face a mother could love. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I really didn't. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to the real games instead of the video games. I'm going to stick with the real ones. I'm a big time video gamer. We're on commercial break right now, guys. You're not missing anything. It says I'm on the ESPN app right now, so we are only at a minute and a half more of commercials, and then we will be back. We're just hanging out right now while we're there. No commercials in my stream. No commercials, not asking for money. You get to hang out and talk about the game with me in the chat. Huntapalooza, yeah. You know, we had a lot of really lame primetime games in the middle of the season, and we've had some really good ones. We've been really spoiled as of late. We've had some really good ones the last week or so. Now we're down to Puntapalooza here tonight. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this isn't a 3-0 game or a 6-3 game, but we'll find out. Let's take a look at what the temperature is in Pittsburgh tonight. Seems like it might be a chilly day. Pittsburgh. It is 15 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. Let's see what the low is tonight. The low looks like it's 7, so it's just going to keep getting colder as the game goes on. Right now, it was hanging on. The high today was 17. It is now 15, and it's working its way down to 7 degrees. So it's going to be a really cold night in Pittsburgh the entire time, and it's just going to get worse as the night gets colder. Doesn't look like there's much wind, though. I am Ryan, your meteorologist, with the football game tonight. And I'm here to tell you that there is a 6-mile-per-hour wind speed and a freezing cold temp. It is below freezing, and that might be affecting all the punts right now, and the offense not able to move the ball very much. Usually colder games are more defensive-sided. That's just how I feel from what I've seen in the past. And here in Denver today, it was absolutely beautiful. It was like 60 degrees. I was like, is it almost Christmas next week or what? Feels like it's spring. All right, we're back from commercials. We're going to have our next Steelers drive. See if the Steelers can get on the board first today. Should the Steelers be orange or blue, guys? I think that maybe the Dolphins should be orange because that is one of their team's colors. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Aaron Rodgers is going to toss this ball out on 1st and 10 from the 29, and Gainwell's got some room. He's got a first down and more all the way across the 50, but this may be coming back with a flag. There is a flag in the backfield. We're going to wait to see the call. That is going to come back 100%. Aaron Rodgers knows it. He's talking to the ref right now. He said, I gave you a 20 before the game. I tried to pay you off. The Steelers will be backing that one up. That was about a 18-yard gain for Gainwell, and that will now be a 0-yard gain for Gainwell. We're the Cleveland Browns. Tua is hilariously bad at anything below 32 degrees. So far, that is holding up. So far, that is true. All right, it is 1st and 20 now. Oh, 2 new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. If you are here and you are a new subscriber, really appreciate it. If you're hanging out watching, really appreciate that as well. We're doing the play-by-play for this game right now. Aaron Rodgers looking to throw 1st and 20. He will complete this pass. That might be Freiermuth. I did not see the player because he just fell down. The camera did not show us who caught it. As a Bills fan, I've gone through some cold games, most notably 2002 with a 12-degree and a wind chill of -2. That is really sucky. Sorry you had to go through that. The throw on 2nd and 13 completed to the other tight end. This is the big boy tight end that the Steelers have, and he is fighting every defender trying to gain yardage. It's going to be a 3rd and short after that catch. That is Washington, the gigantic tight end for the Steelers. I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. Let me just say that. If I had to fight him for money, I would do it, but I would lose within 2 seconds. It was 10 degrees here for Southeast Pennsylvania. In Southeast Pennsylvania, had to shovel your driveway. Yeah, we have to shovel the driveways out here too. Luckily, I don't have one yet. 3rd and 3 for the Steelers. 9:23 left in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers in the gun. He's going to take this snap. Looking to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. The 40-year-old just got slammed onto his right shoulder. He has taken some punishment early in the game. He gets up just fine. He's going to walk off the field. And he's not yelling at anybody, which is surprising, but he's probably thinking in his head, F this O-line. That's what he's thinking. With Patrick Mahomes out, the refs aren't going to be loyal to anyone. They may be loyal to someone. We just haven't figured out who it is yet. But yeah, they're not going to be loyal to their Chiefs because the Chiefs aren't going to be there. Yeah, I love the people who volunteer at Bills games to go shovel the snow in the stadium. And I think you get free tickets if you do that as a Bills fan. They give you free tickets if you help shovel the stadium, but that's insane to go out there and do that. But hey, good for you guys. 0-0, another commercial break. 8:35 left in the game. The Steelers just punted the ball back to the Dolphins. Dolphins going to be on their 4th, I believe, possession of the game. And we have a 2-minute commercial break here. They're showing that Burger King SpongeBob meal, which is the Wendy's one, just moved over to Burger King. It's so funny to me. Dolphins D needs to be nicer to their grandpa. Why does every team need an O-line? I mean, there's so many teams that need an O-line. I really don't know what it is. It might be the cold right now, but there are a lot of teams that need an O-line at the moment. A lot of teams need an O-line. Aaron Rodgers is thinking retirement. I know he is. He's like, I don't want to play football in 15-degree weather anymore while getting thrown onto the ground by a 300-plus pound D lineman. No thanks. Derek's still chilling. He's going to stay here until there's a score. And he demands all of your dinner, or at least a nibble of whatever you're eating. Hand it through the screen, and he will have some. He has to determine whether or not your food is good or not. Yeah, ground is like solid ice at 15 degrees, especially with any moisture. Okay. Steve, will there be a score in the first half? As I see it, yes, he says. Steve hasn't gotten decorated yet, but we'll see if my wife can do that for me. She loves doing the little crafts and stuff, so I'm going to let her decorate Steve. We'll put a little face. He'll be like Mr. Potato Head. 20 seconds left till we're back from commercial break. Steve will have the googly eyes like right up here, and then he's going to have a mustache right under the 8. I think it's going to be hilarious. And we should give him a hat too. I think a cowboy hat probably would be a thing that we would get. 100%. All right, we've hit 625 subscribers on the channel. We got 10 people hanging out with us in the stream at the moment. Thank you, everyone who's hanging out. We're doing the play-by-play for the Dolphins and Steelers. And hopefully it's a good play-by-play, so you don't have to listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. You're welcome. The Manning cast is pretty chill, though. Nothing interesting happened. But I will tell you, the most interesting thing happening in this game is everything happening with Derek and everything happening with Steve. Nothing's happened in the football game, though. Still 0-0. Now the Dolphins have the ball again. 1st and 10. Tua is a couple yards behind center. Achane is behind him. 83 is in motion. Tua's going to take the snap, hand the ball off. Achane trying to find some yards. He'll get a few. It's going to be 2nd down. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Go Derek and Steve. If I had a mustache and hat already on Steve, he would be sitting right here, basking in the glow so everyone could see him. 2nd and 6 for the Dolphins. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. And they are trying to get the first points of the game. We've had a 0-0 frigid, roughly 13-degree game right now. I formation for the Dolphins. Fullback and running back behind him. He's going to fake the handoff twice and look to throw. Rolling out to his left. Going to throw this ball away. It is 3rd down for the Dolphins. Is Casey going to hop in the stream at all tonight, Minimal? Would love to say hello. Third and 6 for the Dolphins. Can they get any points? Mike McDaniel over there. Who knows if the marijuana is keeping him cool tonight or if it's making him warm. 3rd and 6. Tua in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to check to throw. Can't find anybody. He's running again to his left. This time he's going to actually throw it. He's going to find a man. It's Achane all the way across midfield to the 41 of the Steelers. And that is a 1st down for the Dolphins. Finishing up work. Gotcha. Yeah, I got home 2 minutes before I started the stream. So I haven't even had time to do the dishes, process anything going on, pick up stuff off the floor. Took my dog out to pee and immediately hopped on. That is what I have done. Pretty good throw for Tua. It was a bit of a dead duck, but it did hit Achane in the chest. So you can't fault him for that. That was a bit of a scramble drill. Tua is under center on 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to look to hand this one off. It is a handoff, and it's going to go for about 4. Again, we're looking at probably another 2nd and 6 right here. They are in Pittsburgh territory. Just past the 40. So we're around the 30. Let me just take a look here. They're going to zoom out here any second. We'll let you know. I think they're at the 37. Yeah, they're right around the 36 or 37 of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they're in field goal range. We may get our first score of the game on this drive. We're about to find out. And then Derek can go have a rest. He's getting tired of standing there. Handoff to Achane. Looking for yards. Going to push his way for a 3rd and 1 now. About a 5-yard gain for Achane on the ground. 6 minutes left in the half, and we may get our first score finally. 3rd and 1. Can they get a 1st down? 31. That might be Gordon coming in for Achane. Achane and Ingold going to go on the sideline for a second. Probably going to switch off all game long to, go get some hand warmers and stuff. In the huddle, trying to figure out what play they want to call on 3rd down. Another I formation here. They have the tight end. They have people running all over the place, and this is a pretty heavy formation. Might be a run right up the middle, right through the A gap. It is going to be a handoff, and they're going to be losing 4 yards on this play. That's going to make this kick difficult in this frigid temperature, and that is all the way back to the 36 once again. Let's see what happens right here. Queen with another great play. There is a player down. Is that Tua? Who's down on the field right now? Might be 31. There is an injury for the Dolphins right now. I'm just trying to see if it's 31 or if it's not Tua. Tua didn't get hit, but I believe it is Gordon who is down on the ground right now. It might be an ankle injury. I've got Steve the 8-ball. What do you want to ask Steve the 8-ball? Anybody let me know a question, we will ask him. Who goes? Steve the 8-ball. Ollie Gordon. Yeah, it's Ollie Gordon who's down right now. Hopefully he will walk off the field. I think he might have walked off the field. Yeah, he's limping off the field, so we'll see if he comes back into this game. Oh, 2 more subscribers, 627. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you are here in the stream right now, liking and subscribing is free. Welcome in. Welcome to the Askew crew. Happy to have you here. We are on our way fast to 700 right now. 4th and 5, and they're attempting a 54-yard field goal. Can the Dolphins get on the board? We are about to find out right now. From 50-plus yards, this kicker is 5 of 11 this year. That is horrible. Here it goes. Kick is up. And it looks pretty solid. He nailed it. He is now 6 of 12 from 50 plus yards. That is a 54-yard kick, and we are on the board. First flipping of the day. Finally get to flip the board a little bit, and it is the first score. Dolphins are orange. We're going to put the 3 up for them. Dolphins have a massive lead in this football game. Honestly, with the way this game is going, 3 points is massive. And that is where we will head to commercial break. The Steelers will be ready for the kickoff once we come back in about 2 minutes. Just joining, also have no idea who has the ball. Flip it. Yes, Casey, I flipped it. You came here just in time for my first flip, Casey. Just in time. You're KC. Your name is literally Casey, and then the other guy's name is KC. So I call both of you KC. Thank you. I will flip it. Absolutely will flip it. Oh, man. Brennan told me to flip it. Casey told me to flip it. We've gained like 7 subscribers in the stream so far. Appreciate all of the love still. I woke up today with like 100 new subscribers again. Absolutely wild. Hopefully you guys want to watch the videos I make. I'm going to be trying to make some pretty good ones. I'm actually going to make one right after this game is over and go to bed really late. My neighbors will probably not like that too much. But I think I might do the Cardinals recap because my 200 subscribers that are Cardinals fans might want to see that pretty timely. We're on commercial break right now if you're hanging out with me, so we're not missing anything. Let's see. Let me look for your Steve question above real quick. Let's go up a little bit. I hope I didn't go too far. The chat doesn't have very much in there, but I'm also horrible at finding things. Will Trey McBride get traded? Okay. Will Trey McBride get traded in the offseason, Steve? Here we go. We're shaking him up. What's he going to say? You may rely on it. I can't believe you just said that, Steve. I'm so pissed. Why would I rely on Trey McBride getting traded? All right, we're asking him again. Ask again later. He really doesn't want to tell me. All right. Let's go to yikes. Yes. How many streaming hours do you have, Ryan? Right now, yesterday with the streams I had about 120 total from the streams, got about 40 from each game. And then I have about 180 from the Tom Grossi video. And most of my subscribers are still coming in from that video. I did get 4 subscribers from the Phillip Rivers video so far. And so I'm assuming I'm around 1,400 right now, or 1,300 watch hours. She did need to ask how to spell Tua earlier. I get it. Just try Tagovailoa now. No matter how you spell it, Casey is the best unless you mean the Chiefs. Yeah, both KCs are the best. Did you see my question above? Yeah, I finally saw it. Be nice. OMG, the betrayal. Steve is brutal. Steve is children that I work with in my job. You've been getting fat. Thanks a lot, little Stevie. They'll let you know you're ugly. You're ugly today. Or sometimes they say the nice things, and that makes you feel really good. It goes both ways. All right, quick throw. 1st and 10. Going to go for about, 10 yards plus. It's going to be about 14 yards and a first down for the Steelers on their first play of the drive. They are moving again. Really, I'm here because Ryan does the Cardinals, but I'm from Missouri, so I root for the Chiefs. You also do like the Cardinals, though, Casey, I believe. Derek is hanging out. He was there until the first score. He was hanging out for the entire stream, sitting at the scoreboard. Now that there is a score, I gave him a chance to lay down. He was getting tired of standing, so I gave his little legs a rest. All right, Aaron Rodgers under center at midfield on first down. He's got 3 seconds to snap this football, or they're going to have to take a timeout. He gets it off at 1. Handoff to Gainwell is going to go for about 3 yards. And it's 2nd down. Yeah, the speech language therapist that I work with at my job is a giant Kansas City fan. So she isn't very happy right now. 2nd and 6 for the Steelers. Bills fan, and I'm so glad I will not be seeing Andy Reid and his playoff play call sheet in the playoffs this year. Absolutely. Give the Chiefs a vacation for once. We're tired of seeing them. Quick throw by Rodgers on 2nd and 6 out to Washington, the big tight end, and he's going to get about 10. That is another Pittsburgh first down. They are moving the ball, and they might quickly get on the board again. Crowd finally getting a reason to cheer and get up off their feet. They were all frozen icicles in their chair a second. Now, the whole first half, they finally get a chance to move around a little bit. If you're a Cardinals fan or a Giants fan, you deserve financial compensation. The teams have money. They just choose not to use as much as they can. I mean, there is a salary cap in football, but they either misuse it. Cardinals are always afraid to spend a little bit too much, They're afraid to make a splash unless it's a guy who doesn't deserve it. Then they give him a ton of money. Like Kyler Murray, they gave him way too much money. He didn't prove anything to deserve that contract. Catch by number 14 is going to go all the way for probably another first down. It was 10 yards on the first play. We got another first down for the Steelers. It is 1st and 10 Steelers. They are deep in territory of the Dolphins, right near the red zone, out at the 25. So we're at least going to get a 3-3 game here, barring a turnover. I did jinx Brandon Aubrey last night and had him miss a field goal right after saying he doesn't miss field goals. So we'll see how this goes. My wife may be getting home right now. The dog can smell it. Small people need money too. I agree, Warhorse Gaming. Warhorse Gaming, you probably like Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Have you ever heard of that game? If you do like gaming, that's one of my favorites. Only missed 4 all season. Yeah, that's kind of a, getting to be a lot now. Starting to add up a little bit. All right, Rodgers and the Steelers finally going to run another play. Must have had a timeout because that took a while in between plays. We were almost to halftime here in this game. Rodgers going to toss this out to 14. 14 trying to break to the outside. He's going to get about half of what he needs for a first down, and it is 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 5. 2nd and 6. Yeah, the Ravens are scary if their defense holds up. This is the worst year for Derrick Henry, in my opinion, though. Wonder if he's finally hitting the end. Running back shelf life in the NFL is usually not that much. Oh, no, my dog messed up my camera per the usual. There we go. My dog loves running into cameras, walking over wires, eating trash. All the good stuff that makes you just love him so much. It's very endearing, really. He knocked over the picture frame I used to hold up my phone. Let's just adjust this real quick. He knocked over the picture of me and my wife. That's your mother, okay, little boy? That's your mother. He knows he's upset. He's like, please don't be mad. I didn't mean it. You can tell he feels like he's in trouble right now. Hey, I got a treat. You want to come here? I'm not mad. Just try not to knock over all my wires, okay? Come here. You want to come up? Come here. Come up. Yeah. Say hello. Say hello. We're on commercial break, so you're missing nothing. This is Nugget, everybody. He's my boy. Yeah, you got your treat? Yeah. Good boy. Eat it up. Oh, yeah. You dropped a little bit. He's a sheepoo. He's only a year and a half old. He's Nugget, and he's a sweetheart. He doesn't mean to knock over my stuff. He just does it all the time. You met Derek. You now met Nugget. You know Steve. They all are the best. I bet Tom doesn't have a puppy, huh? Yeah. Nugget has his own social media. It's called Real Nugget the Dog, but I haven't posted on there in a long time. But that's my boy. I put a lot of his puppy videos on there, though. I feel like he could get me a lot more streamers in here. Anyone who likes puppies and football could come watch Nugget and the football game. Thank you. Yeah. I think that I could bribe people to come watch my streams if they knew there was going to be a puppy there. Maybe I can get a dual camera view, one view of the puppy, one view of me watching the game. Later on. I don't have the technology to do that right now. You put a puppy in and it's game over. I might do the puppy bowl. That'd be hilarious. I could stream the puppy bowl before the Super Bowl, but of course this year a family friend is having their wedding on the Super Bowl, so I won't be able to stream that. Thanks a lot, guys. Who has a wedding on the Super Bowl, first of all? People don't do that. All right. Six. Running back out to each side is going to throw this football to the running back, who's going to get about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. They're all the way down to the 15 right now. They're threatening to score. Hey, bud. Yeah. Show your little face. Hey, Lois. I love you too. Yeah. I would never have agreed to a Super Bowl. Yeah, I wouldn't have agreed to a Super Bowl wedding either, but apparently this is someone who's really close to the family. So my wife is making me go. It's her family, not mine. And I'd rather have my wife than the Super Bowl, I guess. I guess football isn't as important as being married to my lovely wife. Hey, I'm rocking the beanie every time as like a repping my team kind of thing. Not just because I like wearing warm beanies in the house, but living in Denver, sometimes wearing a beanie in the house is relaxing. Uh-oh, Nugget found the 2 treats I had on the table. He's just going to munch on those now. That's what he was looking at the whole time. It's 3rd and 1 now for the Steelers. Timeout was just taken, so they're finally back from that. We're going to see our next play. There you go, bud. Final treat. Yeah. It won't be Super Bowl themed, but if the Broncos are in it, everyone there's a Broncos fan, so all the men will be really angry, but we'll all be watching the game and they'll probably roll TVs in there. It's going to be 4th down and 1. No gain on this play. 4th and 1. Wonder if they're going to go for it or if they're going to try to tie this game with a field goal. Let's see if Aaron Rodgers stays out there. They are thinking about it. Timeout for the Dolphins. Hey, buddy. I got so many friends in here. The gang's all here. We got you guys. We got Derek and Steve and my boy Nugget. What is there not to like, Hello. You ate all the treats. There's no more treats. You ate 5 of them. Happy wife, happy life. Hello, Bit Jam. Welcome in. It will be, yeah. It is going to be like the Mayhem guy. Yeah. I'm going to be drunk on wine, watching the game, going, oh, do you take him to be your lawfully wedded husband? And I'll be like, woo, first down. All right, speaking of first downs, quarterback sneak, and looks like the Steelers got a first down. The Dolphins do have the football saying they had it, but I think they grabbed it after the play was over and tried to bamboozle everybody. Hayward first down. Yeah, Nugget needs all the treats. I take it you take it I what? Oh, I saw the commercial. He like he's cheering for the game. He like falls backwards in his chair. He's interrupting at inappropriate times. I don't remember the full thing. I don't remember the full commercial, but I remember seeing it. They haven't shown that one in a long time. Okay, minute 28 to go. Still 3-0. This last 2 minutes has been grinding by at a screeching pace, like a slow turtle-like pace. My wife is home. Aaron Rodgers going to throw on 1st and 10 after they got a first down on 4th. Completed a down to the 3. All right, making sure the connection's good. Every time it shows me that whole connection unstable, I'm immediately going to refresh. I'll try my best to keep it up. This ball is going to be all the way down to the 3 for the Steelers. They are trying to score right now. Maybe a touchdown instead of a field goal. Will we see a touchdown in the first half? Nothing there on this play, and that looked like a scary tackle. Flag down on the field. Gainwell's 14. My goodness, I've not followed these teams this year. Gainwell is number 14. Okay, who's number 30 then? I could swear number 30 was running the ball a lot for them today. There he is, Jaylen Warren. That's who it is. Okay. Kenneth Gainwell's number 14. Then you got Hayward, who's 83. Warren is he's 30. Okay. All right, 1 minute 15 left in the first half. 1st and goal for the Steelers after the flag. Flag was on the Dolphins. Ball is at the 2. Aaron Rodgers completely changing the play. Everyone relaying it to each other. There's 4 seconds left. He needs to snap this ball. He'll get it off. Handoff is to Warren, who's going to fall in for what looks like a touchdown. One guy is actually marking it just short of the goal line. You want the Dolphins to win. Yeah, I don't really care who wins this one. I hope it's just a good, fun game. Everyone has a good time and it's competitive. And hopefully it's a good game. Really don't care who wins, but it'd be interesting if the Dolphins won. They'd be 7-7 and suddenly in the race for the playoffs. So that'd be pretty crazy. All right, 2nd and goal from the 1. Steelers trying to score. Can they do it? Handoff to Warren again. He's trying to fall backwards into the end zone. He will be short again. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the inches line. It is like the half-yard line where they're at right now. Darnell Washington they were trying to get him to block because he's such a big guy. He did not hit the guy he needed to hit. That was so close. That ball nearly hit the plane of the goal. We're talking inches right now. Man, the Dolphins started the year, Casey, and they were losing everything. They looked like one of the worst teams in the NFL, but suddenly are on a big winning streak. Oh, new subscriber, 629. And now that they're on a winning streak, they have a chance to squeak into the playoffs. You can either make the playoffs losing half your games if you win your division, or if you sneak into that final wild card spot if everyone else in your conference also struggled. And this year, it is plausible for them, if other things happen for them, that they could sneak in if they continue winning. NFC South, yeah, that's a pretty weak division. The NFC East is pretty weak again this year. All right, 3rd and goal. Dolphins are saying that they stopped him, but the refs are saying touchdown. They try to just brute force this ball in, and it looks like they're going to get it. Hayward with the touchdown, 1-yard rush for him. and they're getting it done however they can. We get to flip the board. Oh, it's currently 6-3 right now after that touchdown by the Steelers. Finally, our first touchdown of the game. Extra point is up and good. We get to flip it. Flip the board. It's always opposite. If you set it up one way, you go this way to get more numbers. If you set it up the other way and flip the board that way, it's the other way to get higher numbers. And I always set it up backwards from what my brain is thinking that night. So I'm always flipping the wrong direction, and I go, oh, there's another point, and I take away a point instead of adding a point. Either way, it is 7-3 now. We're at commercial break in Pittsburgh. Will probably be 2 minutes long. They usually tell me on ESPN's app how long the commercial breaks will be, but this time it's not letting me know for some reason. Flip, flip. You like flipping so much. You're going to be sad when I get my digital board. I'm going to have to keep another board. I'm going to have to keep this flip board visible for you guys. It seems like everybody really likes the flip board. I know for a fact I'm getting a really cool digital one for Christmas by someone. I made it very clear that that's the only thing I wanted for my streams. I could do it for baseball games, any game really that I'm watching, and it'll keep the board updated. It's really cool. It's kind of like this subscriber clock, except it's bigger for football games and any game ever. I'm watching on the ESPN app right now because my TV was lagging. I have all the subscriptions and NFL Sunday Ticket and all that stuff, so I can watch any game I want to while I'm streaming. CBS app's a lot more up to date. Oh, is it like more ahead of what's going on in the game? Because I think I am a few seconds behind probably what Tom Grossi is saying. I'm not sure. I am not 100%. We can go ahead and check. Let me check in on his stream, see how he's doing. Oh, yeah, looking good, looking whole, looking healthy. He's sitting there having a great time. He's got that cool mic. Got to ask what kind of mic he has. Seems like a very professional mic. He's got his little kitty on top of his PC, all of his Packers stuff, and he's just hanging out as well. Looking good. A hold down behind. Oh, I'm a hold down behind, so you're getting it quicker. Yeah, when that's the case, when I'm watching, like Brandon Perna is always way ahead of the stream, so I'll back him up about 30 seconds, and then I'll be all good. It says I'm live still. Let me actually open it up on YouTube TV, see if it's ahead. Oh boy. Kickoff is up and away. It's going to be down in the end zone. That's where the Dolphins will get it. All right, we're going to pull this up on YouTube TV. That's YouTube Studio, not YouTube TV. We don't want that. He doesn't have Derek, Steve, or Nugget, though. That's true. This is much more interesting than the ESPN stream. CBS doesn't have Nugget. We don't. We have Nugget. We have Derek. Derek, the mentally unstable sponge, for those of you who don't know. Let him hang out on the scoreboard for a minute. There he is. Say hello, Derek. Halftime on the kneel down. It's going to be halftime now. Dolphins decided not to do anything crazy, so we're going to go to halftime. Let's run through our stats real quick, and Derek will sit there in the corner while I do so. For Monday Night Football, it's been a pretty defensive game, and by that, also a pretty lackluster offensive game, but it is freezing out there. Let's take a look at the updated temperature for Pittsburgh right now. It does say 16 degrees. That is surprising. The low is 7 tonight, so I thought it was going to be getting colder. Tua Tagovailoa is 5 of 8 for 61 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. That is a really ugly stat line. His quarterback rating is 46.4. That is bonkers how bad that is. Maybe Kyler Murray goes to Miami this offseason. That's a possibility. Devon Achane, 8 carries for 49 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Dolphins. No one else has done jack anything. Receiving, pretty pedestrian as well for the Dolphins. 2 catches for Achane for 23 yards. Julian Hill has 1 catch for 20. Jalen Waddle, 1 catch for 10. And Darren Waller, 1 catch for 8. There are 2 sacks for the defense. Jordan Brooks, a Wreckham, Texas Tech, has 7 tackles and 1 sack. Wreckham Tech. That guy went to Texas Tech, if you didn't realize that. Zach Seiler, at least if I'm thinking about the correct guy. I believe Jordan Brooks, that is the Jordan Brooks that went to Texas Tech. Zach Seiler, 1 sack as well. Aaron Rodgers, let's go to the Steelers real quick. 13 of 14 for 105 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He's been sacked twice. His quarterback rating is 98. Jalen Warren, 8 carries for 20 yards. Connor Hayward, 4 carries for 4. Kenneth Gainwell, 3 carries for 3. And receiving, Kenneth Gainwell is the leading receiver as well. He's been heavily involved. 6 receptions for 41 yards. Darnell Washington, 2 receptions for 23 yards. DK Metcalf only has 1 catch for 22 yards. Jonnu Smith, 2 for 12. Adam Thielen, 1 for 7. Adam Thielen is on the Steelers? He went back to Minnesota for a hot minute, and everyone was happy about that. He went to the Steelers? Wow, what a slap in the face to your longtime, really good receiver to just send him away after he went back home. That's like Larry Fitzgerald coming back late in his career, and they were like, never mind, actually, we're going to trade you to Pittsburgh. Actually, that is the other team. We're at halftime right now in the game. You're missing nothing at the moment. That is the other team I actually thought that Larry Fitzgerald would have gone to had he not been a Cardinal, is Pittsburgh. If we ever traded him or anything, Pittsburgh was a good fit because he went to Pitt. That was his college. Not sure who to root for. Finns maybe be motivated to beat the Pats, or Steelers to not see Ravens in playoffs. I think that the team that is the bigger threat, I feel like, is the Steelers. I feel like they're just a little bit better than the Dolphins. So I'd rather the better team make the playoffs. Who receives second half? If I am correct, it's the Dolphins. I was a possession late, and I think the Steelers had the ball when I got back. I don't. Let me just double check. Let me see if there's an overview of the scoring. I mean, the scoring summary is not going to tell me. Yeah, to be honest with you, I do not know who's possessing to start the second half. So if someone in the chat knows that, that would be a big help. I do not know who's possessing. I was 1 possession late. Forgot who I was watching when I turned it on. I got home right after work. Was definitely a little bit late to get on the stream. 2 of 5 of 8. Yeah, Tua's having a rough game. I mean, he ain't lying when he says he can't play in the cold. Absolutely true. Whoever said that earlier, was that you, Chris? Whoever said that earlier, dead on. Kyler to Guangdong Lions. I think Kyler could be good in a system that fits him. He was playing better with Cliff Kingsbury, and Cliff Kingsbury was making the offense for him. It deleted that message, unfortunately, but I did read it just in time. 9 garbage play forced him to leave. Steelers. They're talking right now in halftime about the J.J. McCarthy gritty. When he was going into the end zone on that fake. That is hilarious. We had some really good games throughout the week. Oh, we got another ding. 631, 2 new subscribers. Welcome into the channel if you are here. If you're not here, hope you're having a great time. Oh, it's my honey bun. Probably the other half. Okay, maybe a quarter. Put a lot of hard food in there. You have a good day? You came in, you said, bro, was it because the door was locked? Sorry about that. Sorry. What else you got going on? Anything else? Oh, no, relax. Hard, it is Monday. We're at halftime right now. Look at that. Look behind me. All right, see you later. That was the wife, the old ball and chain. You know what I mean? Hey, Charlie says hi. Steelers have ball for second half. Gotcha. Yeah, she's gone now. She's not a fan of being in front of the camera like I am. She's definitely like, nope, you have fun. I'll see you when you're done. I'll come in real quick to say hello, and then I'll keep doing anything that's not being a YouTuber or being in front of a camera. That's what she has to say. I'll let her know everyone wanted to say hi to her, though. What's up, Leaf? Leaf Opstad? Welcome in. We are at halftime right now. We're just kind of goofing off. We don't really have much to talk about because we did the whole stream all day yesterday. And we kind of covered everything already. We covered the stats and all that. Just hit 13 likes. I bet you that was you, Leaf. But appreciate everyone for liking the stream. It's free. Also, subscribing is free. We talk about the NFL here. We are a little bit heavier on Cardinals content, but we're probably going to do about 1 or 2 Cardinals videos a week. And other than that, everyone else will be involved as well. Can't guarantee your team will be talked about one week or the other, but your team will be talked about on this channel. So if you like the NFL, come hang out with us here. Last video was about Phillip Rivers. Next video will probably be about Phillip Rivers and his valiant efforts to beat the Seahawks. But we will then talk about the horrible injury week we had. Probably a little bit more Green Bay based in that one because of those horrible, they had 2 or 3, I think even more than that, injuries. They had a bunch of injuries. Such a bad day for them. Anyways, frozen fish aren't very good. Fish sticks are pretty good, though. Those frozen fish you pop in the oven real quick, those are great. Those are yummy. Oh, it's pronounced Leif. Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Leif. I'm not very good with names as it is either. I'm trying my best to remember everybody's name. We got Casey in here hanging out. We got another Casey in here who's not Casey, but their profile name is Casey. We got Chris, Charlie, Brennan, all the fun people hanging out with us. Sam was here for a little bit. Leif. Okay. I'm looking at it now, trying to get it. Leif. What is that? Where are you from, Leif? Leif Opstad. That seems like maybe German, maybe Norwegian. I don't know. With the Casey's power combined, you form the Autobot. The Automatron, gigantic robot. Are you going to do power rankings, Warhorse? That'll probably be the one video I don't make. It seems it's a harder video to make. It takes a lot more writing and a lot more script making for that video. I think that would be a harder one for me to make with the amount of time I have right now. If this was ever my job, I would do it. If I had nothing else to worry about, like as far as jobs, I would definitely do power rankings. I tried to do power rankings at the beginning of the year and I was like, oh my goodness, first of all, this is hard to figure out who I think is the top 10. But if I figure out everybody, that is really difficult. But I think I am going to do every fan's reaction to the week. I'm going to start doing that similar to what Tom does, but I'm going to put my own spin on it. I don't ever really watch his series on that, but I'm going to make my own because I already do Cardinals fans during each week of the season. I've been doing that pretty much every week of the season. How the Cardinals fans reacted to the game, but I think I'm going to do it starting this week, every single fan's reaction, like every team's fans reaction to every week of the season for this week out, and then start doing that next year as well. And if you're posting a lot, you only have so many videos you can make if you're doing one a day, and I have plenty of things I want to talk about. So definitely want to do every fan's reaction to the week of the season. Definitely want to do a couple Cardinals videos each week, and then anything else I'm thinking of that week as well. But other than those 3 main ones, I want to definitely be sure I mean, maybe not power rankings, probably not power rankings until maybe next year or the year after. Next year, I'm going to try to go even more hardcore than what I've been doing this year. This year's just the first year trial run, see how it goes. So far, it's going amazingly. In the off season, we'll have a bunch of fun, different football videos. And let's see. Yeah, I had Perna has the curse wheel. I have Steve, who is the all-seeing 8 ball. He decides who's going to win and what's going to happen to people based on whatever question you ask. He's right here. He is an 8 ball. He is not just any 8 ball, though. He is a smart 8 ball, even though he's pretty dumb sometimes. What he says ends up happening usually. Also, we got Derek, the hypoallergenic sponge. Also, he is very into drugs. We try to keep all of the drugs away from him. We found several of his secret stashes. He keeps finding more. Someone find out who his dealer is and let me know. I think it might be some sort of starfish, but I'm not sure. Not sure. No, it's not Patrick. I also have, I'll have Steve, Derek. We got Nugget hanging out with us sometime, who is a real living animal. We got all sorts of stuff on this channel, and it's only up from here. I came up with those 2 things out of nowhere. We'll see if we can get more fun ideas as we keep going on. We got a couple little casting characters. All right, we're almost back to half. We got a few more minutes left. Still kind of hanging out at halftime. No ads for gambling. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do any ads for gambling. I had my own issues with that in my life. Not going to do that. I know that Perna does his prize picks. You got to do what you got to do for your family. Probably makes a lot of money off of it, and, good for him. But I appreciate how Tom doesn't do that. I don't think Tom has any sponsors. I will have some sponsors once I can eventually do that. I think that I could probably do it now, honestly. There's probably some people who would want to be sponsors in some of my videos. I will never do anything in the streams, just like Tom. No brand deals, no ads, no sponsors, nothing in the streams. Every stream will just be like this. And then we'll add fun graphics and stuff as we get Streamlabs and OBS and stuff like that over time. But the streams will never have ads. The streams will never have brand deals, never any of that, unless we're doing some fun charity like Tom likes to do for people. We'll do that. That'll be something we advertise in our streams. But I will get some brand deals on my videos where I'll pop in little and now word from our sponsor and do that in some of my videos, because that will help me be able to, maybe be able to make this a job eventually. But I'm not going to do gambling. No sports betting. I know that'll be the first people who reach out to me, but I'm not going to do any sports betting. I will sponsor water bottles, backpacks, video games, not like betting games, or gambling games that promote almost a gambling style of play. Oh yeah, I'll do all the fun brand deals though. If there's a bunch of cool stuff I want you guys to check out, then I will talk about it. Let's see here. We're back here in the game, and then I'll catch up on the chat. 13. I don't know why I said 13. My brain is melting. Kickoff caught at the 5, out to the 20, 25, tripped up at the 29. 8 balls. I might actually, I don't have a pool table, but if I wanted to get sponsored by a pool company, that would be pretty sweet. And I would just put the pool table in a storage unit until I got a house. And then I'd pop that sucker in there. I definitely would talk about pool. Everybody is advertising gambling is super annoying. I had my own problems with gambling. Oh, we got 2 more subscribers. 633. Welcome into the channel. If you are a new subscriber, very happy to have you here. We're very chill. Just a chill guy talking about football on this channel. So welcome in. If you like football, you'll like this channel. We're Cardinals heavy, but we are going to talk about everybody. I promise you, especially with the 300 subscribers we gained the last 2 days, I guarantee you most of them are not Cardinals fans. Handoff to 30 is going to go for about 5 yards. Most of them are not Cardinals fans. We have about half Cardinals fans, half not Cardinals fans on the channel now. So we got to mix up some of our content. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I like football with any team. There's not really a football team I hate. Gotten a little bit annoyed by the Chiefs, a little bit annoyed by the Eagles. Other than that, it's just because they're good. So when do I get monetized? Well, First step was hitting 500 subscribers, which we've done. That's to unlock super chats and all that fun stuff that like Tom Grossi has, stuff like that. Um, 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours is what gets you monetized in the first step, at least. And right now, I'm about halfway on the watch time, and the streams count as watch time when people come hang out. 30's going to take this ball just short of the first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Steelers. Yeah, so right now I have the subscribers to get monetized. 1,000 subscribers is the next milestone to get fully in the partner program, fully monetized. But 3,000 watch hours with the 500 subscribers is the first step to get super chats and all that stuff. And the 4,000 watch hours with the 1,000 subscribers is to get where my videos have the ads on them that then make me money based on the views. So that's like YouTube monetization. But that's where, like, I've heard you make more money off brand deals anyway. You don't make money as much off the YouTube monetization. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They're at the 40-yard line. 13 minutes left in the third quarter, and we are back to some football. Handoff from the gun. It is Gainwell. He's going to bounce off a tackle. 10 yards, 20 yards. He's at the 30. He's down to the 20-yard line of the Dolphins, and that is a big gain for the Steelers on that play right there. That was about a 40-yard run for him. They move across midfield, and they are rolling. A lot of broken tackles on that run. He used his speed to get out there. Yeah, dog treats. Heck, I'll do a dog treat video. Got a cute dog to show off. Gainwell cut to the right, and he stepped on his own lineman, actually kept his balance, and then avoided several tackles to get downfield. And just used his speed. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. They are in the red zone now. And they are threatening once again. 6-7, Warhorse. Yeah, you don't see super chats because I have 500 subs, but I have not hit the watch time goal. I have about 1,600 watch hours left to go, and then I will unlock super chats. You guys watching the streams helps with the watch time. Watching my videos helps with the watch time, so appreciate any of that. All right, 2 to 3 yard run. It should have been down at the line of scrimmage. Instead, he's going to actually fight his way for 3 yards on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Cards reaction sponsored by Crippling Depression. Absolutely. Crippling depression is the gift that keeps on giving the whole year. Dolphins are buns. I don't know. I don't know how they've been winning all these games. They're playing like buns right now. Okay, 2nd and 7 for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is under center. Gonna take the snap. Gonna fake a handoff. He's gonna look to throw. Gonna toss this ball to the end zone. Wide open for a touchdown. That is number 11, Valdez Scantling, who has been following Aaron Rodgers around his whole career. And that's a 19-yard touchdown. He was wide open on that play. Easy score for the Steelers. 15 likes in the stream now. Thank you so much for the 15th like. Liking and subscribing is free. Go check out some of my videos. Go check out anything you want on my channel. Really helps. Appreciate it. Flip time, boys. Everybody, it is time to flip the board. Here we go. We get a 1. Oh, it's a 9. We got to flip all the numbers to get to the 1. We got a 1. Kick is up. It is right down the middle. That's going to be a 4. And we have flipped the board, ladies and gentlemen. It is 14-3 if you're watching. We got 10 people hanging out with us right now. Liking and subscribing is free. We're on commercial break, but there's no commercials here. So really appreciate the love and support on my brand new sports channel. We are growing like wildfire right now. Welcome back, Casey. I flipped it. Oh, you better believe I flipped it. We got 2 touchdowns for the Steelers, no touchdowns for the Dolphins today. I'm like the new Vanna White, or are you saying Dana White? Or is there a YouTuber called Vanna White? I'm going to look it up right now on YouTube. Oh, Vanna White. Price is Right. She was also on, she's the one who touches the screen. on that show. Yeah, she's the one who touches the screen. Is that Jeopardy? Dang it, that's Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune? I was going to get it right eventually. You know, if you give me 5 tries, I'll get it right. I didn't watch too much Wheel of Fortune. I remember as a kid I watched it with my mom though, quite a bit. Watch Price is Right with my grandma. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you feel old. I like Price is Right. I love those shows. Those are fun. There's a lot of game shows I don't like, but I do like those. Wheel of Fortune. Nice. I was like, is she a YouTuber? I'm over here talking like I'm Gen Alpha or Gen Z or something. I'm not Gen Z, I promise. I am a millennial and proud of it. I'm a younger millennial, though. All right, we got 8 people hanging out with us right now on a commercial break. Pittsburgh Steelers, Miami Dolphins right now. The Dolphins are starting to trail quite a bit. They need to answer on this next possession. They do not have much of a chance if they keep playing like they've been playing all day. We're already in the third quarter, and they have not been doing much. Liking and subscribing is free. We got 10 of you hanging out with us. Appreciate the love and support. We did not get raided tonight. Tom is smarter than that, though. He would not raid me 2 times in a row. He has to spread the love around. I was wondering, it did cross my mind, would I get raided again at halftime? But I think he looks at the names and remembers and does not raid the same people. Casey, you're not old. Age is just a number. I just watched your vid on when you got raided by Grossi. You seemed chill as hell. Just gotta say, shaking hands. I would handshake, fist bump, secret handshake. We got to come up with a secret handshake reel. I had an old YouTube channel called The Real Skew because my last name's Askew. And that's why my sports channel is kind of Askew Sports because that's my name. Appreciate you coming to hang out. Appreciate you subscribing. We're going to be doing a lot of primetime games, any Cardinals game. So come watch any of those games with us. If you're not hanging out with Tom, come hang out with us. I know he doesn't do every game. He just does Packers and primetime. So if you want to come watch Cardinals games or Broncos games with me, I'm so excited to have you. Charlie and I are laughing at you a little. We are older millennials. Nice. You're not too much older than me. I was born in 94. Millennials stop in 96, I believe. We're back from commercial break here, guys, so I'll get back to the play-by-play shortly. 17 likes now in the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support by everybody coming in here. And I appreciate that, I got rated by a guy whose channel is the same niche as my channel. It really helps a lot because everyone's already interested in the topic. You might be the youngest one here, then you're only 18. Hey, Sam. Really happy to have you here. I look like I'm 18 to some people. First play for Achan's going to go nowhere. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Dolphins. They didn't get anything there. Gen Z, but family is Gen X. Yeah, I think our parents are Gen X if we're around this age. Yeah, I was born in between Z and millennial technically. Like I was a 94. I guess it ended in 96. So technically I'm still a millennial. I feel like I'm in the middle of both, but I do act more like a millennial. You're a Bengals fan, so you're almost tapped out on football. I'm a Cardinals fan, so I'm almost tapped out on football. At least my AFC team, the Broncos, as you can see behind me, is doing well this year, though, so I'm happy about that one. You're an 87, baby? Yeah, you're not old. You're not much older than me. You're only 7 years older than me. Tua looking to throw. Going to check this one down to 30. He's having a rough game today. Harris or Harrison? I thought Joe Buck said Harrison, but it looks like Harris. 3rd and 6 for the Dolphins. 09. Wow. It's crazy. I do feel old when I hear some of that. You were born in 09. That is wild, dude. That is wild. Yep. Oh, we got 3 new subscribers. We have 636 subscribers on the channel. We may hit 650 before this game is over. If there's a will, there is a way. We did not get rated again tonight. That would have knocked us to 1,000 probably. But hey, we're going to keep streaming primetime games because that's how the channel goes. Tagovailoa running backwards, sacked on the play. Big sack. It is 4th down and a long way to go. Oh, my goodness. 09 would make him 16. That is true. That would make you 16. Are you 18 or are you 16? Quit playing games with my heart, Mr. Villanova. Oh, so you're old at heart is what you're saying. So you're more of a Gen Xer or a millennial at heart. That's what you're saying. And now you feel old. Yeah, when I work with some of the kids that I work with, they're like little kids because I'm a physical therapist that works with little kids. Technically physical therapist assistant. We basically do the same thing though. We're both licensed medical professionals. That punt is caught and it is he is down quickly. That's where the Dolphins will get the ball around the 30. And we're going to commercial break real quick just to answer everybody's questions. Though I see some of the dates of when these kids were born that I'm working with, and I'm like 2017, 2016, 2020, and I'm like, oh my goodness, these kids were born literally like at COVID and before, like right before COVID, right after COVID. It makes me feel really old. Anybody who was born after 9/11 makes me feel old, personally. I was 7 when that happened, and I'm like, all these kids nowadays, they don't even know what that was like because they weren't here. Like NCAA Sports Insanity, born in '09, that was 8 years after that big date. I feel like that's the milestone. That's the line between like how young are you? I know there'll be a certain time where literally people who were born the year after 9/11 are already 23 years old. So they're starting to get older too. Now you're wondering if we said anything bad. We've been pretty chill on this stream, not saying anything bad. I try my best not to say anything bad. I have pretty dark humor, but trying to keep it professional on here when I'm doing the play-by-play stuff. I don't want to be saying anything crazy, especially since I want to make sure that I keep the Grossi posse that subscribe to the channel. Show you guys I appreciate you guys by not being a drunken idiot when you guys are in the stream. There, let's see. Maybe some trivia during halftime. That's an idea. Once we get more people in the chat, that would be definitely really fun. I think if we had like about 50 people hanging out with us, 50 people who were engaged in the chat, that would be a really fun thing to do. We could get a bunch of fun trivia going. I love playing games. We could do something like that. But I think we get to maybe even 20 or 30 really engaged people, we could start doing that. I mean, we could do it now, but halftime's already over today. You got funny dark humor? I bet you do, dude. You grew up with the internet. It's crazy to say that I'm the last generation that grew up without the internet, and then it was created when I was a kid, and then social media started when I was getting into high school. And so I grew up without all that stuff. I had flip phones, all that fun stuff. And then when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, they started bringing up that Facebook, things like that started existing. And then social media became a thing. And first 12 or so years of my life, it wasn't a thing. But now no kids will get to experience that. They're getting born and it's all technology right now. All right, let's see what we got. Bronco Rob, you got rated by Tom Grossi too. So did I. That was pretty cool too. Awesome, Bronco. It was absolutely awesome to get rated by him. I've grown a lot since then. My channel is absolutely popping off still. Hope your channel is doing well too. You like the Broncos too? That's my AFC team. Look at the Bronco helmet behind me, dude. I am also a Broncos fan. It's going to be 2nd and 5 after a quick play for the Steelers. We are back in football time. It is a big boy Washington catching this ball, 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Steelers. Did you get rated on Thursday Night Football with the Falcons game? That's when I got rated. I was on some of the first chats in the days of dial-up. Wow, how was that? I remember the dial-up when you get on the computer and it would do the... It would do like the little... Why is it saying message retracted on some of the messages? I would love to see the message. I feel like I have moderation set to basic, so I'm not trying to get people's messages taken down. I have it set to basic so that most messages get through. I just don't want some really toxic racist BS to get through in the chat. If I accept all messages, then there could be some people coming in that would just drop some random crazy stuff and then leave. You got rated on Sunday versus the Commanders. Oh, you're really recently getting, yeah. When was that Commanders game? Was that last week? I know that was last Monday. I did not stream that game, I don't think. Um, yeah, it was a couple, two or so weeks ago, I think. All right. First and 10 for the Steelers. 8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Fryermuth in motion. Aaron Rodgers is going to hand this football off to Gainwell, who's going to gain about 10 yards. Might be just short of the first down for a second and inches. See if they give him a first down here. They might want to measure. Biggest keys to streaming is your upload speed. Yeah, I've had pretty solid connection all day yesterday when I streamed 3 football games in a row. That was a marathon. And then now doing this game today, except for a couple times I've had pretty good connection. I'm hoping that my connection stays strong. 2nd and 1, handoff to Gainwell again. Gonna get the first down and about 7 more. Cross midfield into Dolphins territory, out to the 46-yard line. Oh yeah, feel free to plug your channel. My channel is brand new as well. We got to support each other. Been going for about 3.5 months since the season started on this channel. It's a very new channel. Feel free to plug your channel. Us small creators got to stick together, dude. Yeah, hardwired versus Wi-Fi. I can't do that. I have a laptop, so I just checked and I have no spot to put an Ethernet cord into. If anybody knows a way around that, let me know. But I have no way of getting the cord plugged into, so I'm just straight Wi-Fi. Right now, at least. I'm gonna eventually, if I start getting some of that YouTube money, might be able to have enough money for a PC eventually. I plan on continuing to grow, hopefully steadily, strong, keep good content going, and that was a dangerous throw by Aaron Rodgers on 2nd and 6, almost intercepted. I think it hit the ground though. And that was Brooks again. Man, this guy is an absolute stud. Brooks is a great football player. Oh, so close to the interception. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Steelers. USB Ethernet adapter. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, my laptop too. The guys at Best Buy, when I was trying to become a YouTuber a couple of years ago and just make some fun YouTube videos, I asked them for the YouTube computer and they gave me this laptop. So I feel like they had no clue what they were talking about because there's barely any plugins here. There's no spot for an Ethernet cord. There's hardly any USB plugins on the side. And so we're kind of dealing with that. There's a timeout called by the Steelers here on 3rd and 6. So they're going to go talk things out on the sideline. Rodgers is getting really old. I think he's got any day now he'll retire, but looking at Rivers come back, he might have a few more years in the tank. He might be like, "Oh, Rivers is playing at 44? Heck, I can do it till 44 as well." Actually, I don't know why I spoke like that. Rivers is the guy with the country accent, not Rodgers. Rodgers would be like, "I went and I had a darkness retreat and out in the Philippines, and now I'm back to play some football. I just feel like, want to go out here and sit in the dark for 2 days and then realize I'm going to play football more." Rodgers probably made him want to stay. They're like $12. Thanks for the info, Rob. Appreciate it. Took Tom 6 years to make $200. That's good for thought. Absolutely. Yeah, I know it takes some time. The money is in the brand deals. If I can get some brand deals on the channel, though, I've heard that they offer quite a bit of money pretty quickly. Like it, even at the beginning, like $100 up front, $200. It depends on how many views I'm getting. Rodgers all alone on 3rd and 6, going to quickly throw completed for a first down. This looks like Fryermuth. He's going to get this ball down for about a 20-yard gain deeper into Dolphins territory. We just gained 3 more subscribers. Thank you for the love and support. We got 15 people watching the video right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with us while we watch the end of the Steelers and Dolphins game. Liking and subscribing is free. Our goal for the stream is 25 likes. Subscribe if you like NFL football. We talk about the Cardinals heavy in this channel, but we also talk about everyone else, and we're going to be doing that a lot more now. Rivers at 44. Mother Frogger, I ain't no retire yet. Daggum. 1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff to Gainwell, running to the right side. He's going to get stopped for a loss. Loss of 1 on first down. It is going to be 2nd and 11 for the Steelers. Look at that. Look at that. So amazing. Oh, you're heading to work, Warhorse. You must work night shifts. We'll see you when you get back, man. I'm going to crack open my drink of the night. 2nd and 11. Rodgers in the gun. Has not hit Metcalf nearly at all today. He needs to get him more involved. Rodgers looking to throw this football, not finding anybody. Dodging sacks. Going to throw out to the right. Freiermuth is not there. Not quite in his reach. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Steelers. As a Packers fan, it's going to be hard to see him go out. Sad, but I think he is the type to hang on way too long. Yeah, Russell Wilson is the prime example of that one. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers doesn't hang on too long. I feel like he's got, from how he's looking, maybe a year or two left. 3rd and 11 for the Steelers. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Rodgers in the gun. Looks like they might be bringing a blitz on this play. I'll let you know if they come. They are blitzing. Rodgers going to look to throw, and that ball is caught. That looks like Metcalf at the 10, at the 5. He's going to score, breaking 2 or 3 tackles and getting into the end zone. That is another Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown, and it is going to be time to flip the board. Derek, do you want to do it? Derek wants to flip the board. Oh, I know that's heavy, Derek. Oh, there you go, Derek. You got it. Oh, you got to go this side. Oh, sweet. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I had to help you on that last one. It was getting sticky. Thank you, Derek, for the help. Go hang out. Go hang out on the sidelines once again, dude. Flip time. Danger Rush should have known the writing was on the wall. Yeah, that first year in Denver should have told him that, but he stayed 2 years too long in Denver, then went to Pittsburgh. Luckily, the system made him look a little better, but nothing changed, and now the New York Giants fans booed him off the field by week 2, so that was not good for him. We're at a commercial break right now. I might make a video about Russell Wilson. That's a great idea for the offseason. I'm going to make videos about all sorts of fun stories like that, like Baker Mayfield. Good story of Baker Mayfield. Hopefully they finish the season strong so I can actually make that video and it make more sense. If they end up faltering, I won't be able to make that video about Baker Mayfield being such a great story. Yeah, I'll be making football stories in the offseason, essentially about current players, former players. I don't go too far back in the past, basically just since I've been alive is as far as I'll go. But maybe not quite all the way back to the 90s. Bless Derek's drug-addled heart. Yeah, the Adderall's hitting him kind of hard tonight. You know, he had to study for a big exam. He's in school for general studies, though, so don't tell him that. Tell him it's impressive, but it's not that impressive. General studies. Yeah, your general studies is really impressive, guys. Don't look Derek directly in the eyeballs. He will suck out your soul. Don't do it. I'm going to say something different about looking him in the eyes every game, I think, because it's funny to me. Last game, it was he will give you a horrible disease. The game before, it was he'll hunt you down. It is Stone SpongeBob. It is not SpongeBob. It's Derek, the mentally unstable sponge. He's a distant cousin to SpongeBob. They do dress the same, but I think it's because there's some stalker vibes going on right now, and we don't talk about it because he has a restraining order on him. But here, we'll give you a little bit better look at his ugly face. I mean, you're handsome. You think the Seahawks just made him look better than he was? I think that, no, when he was fast, when Russell Wilson had the speed and the agility, and he was that able to break out of sacks and be able to be more mobile, he was a freaking pretty good quarterback. I don't think he was as good as the Seahawks made him look, but he was a really good quarterback. That team was definitely made by the Legion of Boom, but he was definitely really good in his prime. When he lost the speed now, he's a lot slower now. He's just not the same guy. He's not a pocket passer. That's just not the quarterback he is. He was able to use his feet and he was the improviser kind of quarterback. Like he could throw from the pocket if he needed to, but you start having him scramble all over the place. That was his strength. Now he can't do that anymore. He's a lot slower, and that's really hindering his play. We've hit 22 likes in the stream. Thank you so much for watching. We got 12 people hanging out with us right now. Liking and subscribing is free. If you like the NFL, you'll love my channel. Come subscribe to the channel. Come hang out. It is totally free. We are back from commercial break finally. Derek may or may not have bought one too many D-shaped rugs. I dropped out after gen studies. I feel you, Derek. Hey, man, you can have a perfectly great career without college. College is a scam in a lot of ways to a lot of people. Can get a lot of people in debt if they don't pick the right path. Let's see. Anyone else comment that I missed? I don't think I see anything. That is Derek. Thank you for clarifying that for Rob. He is new. He didn't know. He didn't know it was stone. It is a stone SpongeBob essentially, but it is Derek. Man, that was a great play by Metcalf on that touchdown. That was awesome. First and 10 for the Dolphins from the 29. Seems like I've been saying that a lot today. Everyone's going to the 29 on their kick returns. This is a screen pass to Achane. He can't find any room. He's going to lose a couple yards. It's going to be second and 12. They blame his wife for his downfall. Wow, that's cool that you knew somebody in the Seahawks organization. We need Derek lore. Okay, I've been trying to create some talking about him in the last 2 days when I introduced him to everybody. I'm trying to create some lore, but I need to create a full-blown lore. I might make a full book. Like, we'll make a book about Derek. He's a legend, by the way. He's got a long history and story. He's older than SpongeBob, by the way. This guy's like 30. He's like as old as me. Tua looking to throw second and 12. That ball is almost intercepted. That was a terrible pass by Tua. He had a defender standing about 5 yards in front of him. One of the linebackers, he nearly threw it right to him. That was almost a perfect throw to Highsmith. Highsmith was the guy who could have picked that one off. There was a receiver behind Highsmith, but you got to be able to see that guy. That's a simple little slant route. 2 seconds into the play, threw the ball right to Highsmith, who barely moved on the play. You can't throw that football. He's a grown man. He's 40. He's seen some stuff, guys. Look into the little face. He's seen a lot of stuff. He's been through the ringer. All right, third and 12. Tua looking to throw. Can't find anyone. Won't throw the football. He's rolling out to his left, and he's just going to take a sack for a loss of about 9. Oh, my goodness. Tua. What are we going to do with you? At least he didn't turn the ball over that time, but it is Tua not going to throw the ball that time. 4th and 22. It's going to be punt time for the Dolphins. It's not looking too good for them here today. All right, Derek, you go take a breather. Your legs are getting tired. Look at those little legs. You can't stand on those for long. He gets weak. He gets tired. Academia is BS, but 16-year-olds stay in school. He's a grown 40. Yeah. Are you going to go to Villanova NCAA sports, Mr. Brennan? You going to go to, he better not be the ringer. Those idiots have Kyler Murray better than Bo Nix. Yeah, that's a sports group. Have you ever seen the movie The Ringer? That's a good movie. I just watched it last night. The idea may sound kind of crazy to some of you. It is a guy who tries to go rig the Special Olympics, but he does it to save his friend's fingers that got cut off in a lawnmower. And then he realizes that all those people at the Special Olympics are better than him, smarter than him. He becomes best friends with them, and he realizes, like, I screwed up. I shouldn't have done this. So it's a pretty dark idea, but it actually ends up being a really good, wholesome movie that's really funny. So I recommend you go check it out. I work with special needs people, so I love the movie. I endorse it. I think it's a good movie. It's going to be 1st and 10 Steelers when we come back from commercial break. And we just got 2 new subscribers. If you just subscribe to the channel, you're awesome. Everyone who subscribed tonight, you are awesome. Thank you for the love and support. We're an NFL sports channel. Come hang out with us here. If you love NFL, we'll talk about your team. And we'll do it much better than a lot of the new channels. There are a lot of sports channels out there that just kind of BS their videos and don't put in the time and effort. But I'm going to put in the time and effort to make good quality videos. So I appreciate everyone who watches. Let's see what Tom's up to. Seems like he's having a great time. All right, back to our stream. You would go to Nova. You could try to go to Princeton if you keep up in your honors classes. Great. What do you want to do with your job? What do you want to do with your life? You have any you have any ideas of what you want to do? I wanted to stay in the health field, like working with athletes and sports, but I ended up going to the route now I work with kids, and a lot of them are special needs kids. So I actually really like it. Pretty fulfilling job, but my real passion is talking about sports. It's either helping people, physical therapy, and sports. Those are my passions. So really enjoy doing that. Actuary, high level math job. I was about to say, I'm about to have to look up what actuary is. I got C's in all my math classes, and as long as I got the C's, I was able to go to the next class. More of a science guy myself, more of the anatomy sciences, like the body, things like that. And I know every muscle in the human body. So that is a fun fact about me as a PT. I work in physical therapy, know everything about the body essentially. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Eventually, when I have super chats, there'll be super chats coming in if there's too many people in the chat talking about football, and there'll be super chats coming in asking me, my neck kind of hurts on the right side. What should I do about that? Or my left knee's been popping a lot. What should I do about that? And I'll be helping people in two different ways. I'll be entertaining them with play-by-play football, but I'll also be helping them with my PT analysis as well. I'm a licensed PTA in the state of Colorado. All right, we're back from commercial break. Finally, get back into things here. Your coworker's husband has a Super Bowl ring and their 9-year-old kid is not impressed with it. He brags about his friends' dads who have desk jobs. Wow. Not much of a sports guy, is he? 2nd and 10. Super Bowl ring would be super cool to have. You're studying to become a radiologist right now, so I feel you on all the human body stuff. Yeah, you're probably going through pathology classes like I had to. Pathology 1 and 2, learning about all the diseases of the body. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. I know pathology class makes everyone in the class be like, well, I have fatigue. I have shortness of breath sometimes. I also have a weird bump on my right side. Handoff is going to go for 1 yard to Warren on 2nd down. And then all of a sudden you're in your pathology class and you're like, am I okay? We're all Googling stuff. Man, learning about every disease and illness in the body and every muscle sometimes gets kind of like, it gets to be a lot. 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. 2:30 left in the third quarter. We got 10 people hanging out with us right now. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching. Love and appreciate everybody who is here. We do not want to create a feedback loop of sound. I accidentally opened my stream right there. Fryermuth going to get this ball. Going to take it out on 3rd and 8, but not enough for the first down. It's going to be short. They are at about the 33. It's going to have to be a question of will they go for this one. It is 33 on the Dolphins side of the field. Brooks and Fryermuth getting a little chippy on the sideline, but I think I know who's winning the game right now. Probably a little frustration by Brooks on this play. His team is playing like poo-poo garbage today. Your father was a radiologist? Nice. Lots of test work and study. Yeah, you're big on the cancer units right now. Yeah, those cancer units will make you think you have it. I guarantee you. Just try your best to keep your head down and keep studying and try not to think that you have all the things you're studying. It's like when you read Dr. Google and you think you're going to die that day. If you read that book and you're looking at all the symptoms, you're like, oh, I have half of these. But like most diseases, half the symptoms are the same thing. Heck yeah, radiology is super important. It is very important. Medical field is very valuable. Poop emoji, poop emoji, poop emoji. There are poop doctors as well, Casey. Just curious, how long have you had your channel up? I created this channel a year and a half ago, but I didn't start posting till the first week of the NFL season this year. So I've been doing this channel for about 3.5 months. Whenever the season started, I think maybe it's been 4 months now. Probably 4 months now. So there's November, October, September, Oh no, 3.5 months. We've been going for 3 to 3.5 months on this channel. Had 217 subscribers when I got rated by Tom, and now I've gained about 430-ish in the last 3 days. Absolutely insane. Kenneth Gainwell's going to gain 8 yards on this play. It's going to be second and 2. We have 12 people hanging out with us right now. Thank you for coming in and checking out the stream. Subscribe if you like the NFL and if you want to watch some videos. Second and 1 for the Steelers. Already 600. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Rob. Really appreciate it. Took a lot longer on other channels I've done before to grow, but definitely getting rated by Tom will help. That video that I put about getting rated by Tom has like 300 subs on its own, though, so it's absolutely blowing up. Proctologist. Ew. Ew. That's gross. First and 10 for the Steelers. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Well, we got like a couple plays left before they'll probably head into the fourth quarter. You once had an infection just under the skin of your leg. Google told you your leg needed to be amputated. Sounds about right, Casey. That checks out to me. Luckily, I know enough about the human body now that I can kind of diagnose my own stuff and realize that it's not that big of a deal, like 99.99% of the time. First and 10, Aaron Rodgers dropping back to throw. There is a flag down. This is definitely a holding call, so whatever happens here is not going to matter. Aaron runs out for 4 yards, but this ball is going to go backwards. We will check the call to see what's going on. Getting a lot of people reacting to the I don't know if it's the infection comment or what, but we got a lot of wow faces going in the chat right now. Is it one person spamming it? Because I'm doing it right now. Can you guys see all of those? I want to know. Sometimes I'm in Perna stream and I'll just spam the heart button. And I don't know if everyone can see all of them or not. I got 420 views in the last hour. Ayo, 420. That's a funny joke. Just like 6-7. That's going to be the end of the third quarter after that penalty. They let the clock run out on the third quarter. We got one more quarter of football from Pittsburgh, and it is probably getting colder. Let's see what the temperature is now. It's going up. This defies logic right now. 17 degrees. We started at 15. We're now at 17. The low says it's going to be 7. It said the high was 17, and the sun's already down. So why is the temperature going up right now? Is it the pollution? Is it all the pollution in Pittsburgh making it hotter? Having me think I'm going to get skin cancer for being out in the sun, for being by a sun lamp and 9 to 5. Yeah, Sam, you're probably good. Just wear at least some sunscreen. Try not to be in the sun super long. And if you ever see a bump or a thing on your skin that's multicolored and looks like a puzzle piece on some sort of weird dinosaur puzzle, then yeah, maybe get that looked at, but don't freak out about it. You can get those things zapped off real easy. Oh, Captain Rex, welcome in, bro. I know I told you I wasn't going to be on tonight, but I got home from work just when the game was starting and thought, what the heck, let's do it. Need all the watch time I can get to try to get to that first level of monetization. Derek. It's getting hotter because of Derek. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There he is. There he is. I don't want to have the Derek strip show. That's for members only. But hey, he's sagging a little bit just to give you an idea of what it would look like. And we just need to get him a pole. He can start dancing around it. That would be members only for sure, because I don't think kids should come in and watch a sponge stripping. You were watching Raw. Is Raw good, Captain, tonight? Anything fun happen? My favorite person right now on Raw is Dirty Dom, Liv Morgan. By far. My favorite people on Raw right now. Did Gunther get nuclear heat? Take a lap. Hell yeah, man. No worries. Yeah, you bet. Sponge of the night. I'm so sorry. Derek has had problems with minors in the past, so we need him to actually leave the screen. He peed near a playground once, just like that guy from Horrible Bosses. We won't get into it. We had to get him removed from a few lists. It's okay. He just peed near the playground, guys. He wasn't trying to do any weird stuff. Hey, if he's watched SpongeBob, he's already seen a naked sponge, so we're way past that with him. Dang, he called him a bitch. First down, 15-yard gain, 20-yard gain actually for Fryermuth on 1st and 10. It's another first down for the Steelers, who are taking full control of this game. They may start trying to run the clock out here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, Gunther called Cena a bitch. You could imagine. And the mystery man was revealed. All right. My assumption is it's either Austin Theory or Chris Jericho, but I think they're going to save the Chris Jericho thing for later. If it's someone dumb, though, I'm going to be so disappointed. I wouldn't mind it being Austin Theory, though. Handoff on 1st and 10, about 5 yards on the play for Gainwell. At FBI watch list. Don't put that voodoo on me, Casey. I haven't done anything illegal. They would just be a little bit, they'd be a little bit concerned with all the weird stuff going on here. The FBI could listen to us at any moment. I'm telling you that right now, with all the phones and computers and TVs, I would like to let my FBI agent know my subway order, and he could please bring it to my house in the next 30 minutes. You know where I live. That's all I got to say. He knows where I live. Bring it to my house. You know my subway order too. 2nd and 5. That's going to be a catch for about 11 yards. Another first down. The Steelers are putting this game on ice. Literally, there's ice all over the field. That was Warren, I believe. You won't spoil it. Okay, cool. No worries. I'll watch it after this. Appreciate you not wanting to spoil stuff, though, man. That's crazy cool. There's so many people nowadays that just try to spoil everything. I think that SpongeBob has stripped literally on the SpongeBob show, actually, minimal. Yeah, as like a guy who's doing this NFL channel now, I'm trying my best to I want to watch all the college games, all the NFL games, but I have all the apps up so I can see updates on things. Like I have the ESPN app, I have all the sports apps. I want to make sure I don't get spoiled on stuff, but I'll be going to watch a game and fast forward through the commercials after it already happened because I maybe missed it because I was making a video or something else was going on. And I'll go in there and then right as I'm about to turn the game on, an ESPN notification will pop up on my phone or something. I need to put do not disturb on there because I keep getting spoiled on everything I try to watch, everything I try to do. I was going to watch the Washington versus Boise State bowl game. And then right as I was going to turn it on, I was almost done in here and I was going to go in there and watch it. And immediately it said, Washington rails Boise State, big time win. And I was like, great, thanks a lot. Now I don't get to watch it. Turkey on white, that's all you need to know. You love it better when it's spoiled. It's the same with food, Casey. You like it better when it's spoiled? FBI USA, Derek, get your minor chasing out over here. There's no freaking way. Who changed their name to FBI just to come into this chat? Who changed their name to FBI? Or is that literally the FBI? Someone either changed their profile pic and their name just for a bit, or it's the actual FBI in here. Does he know my subway order? If it's not spicy Italian, you're wrong. That's all I have to say. And you got to put buffalo sauce on that. You got to go to a Subway that has the buffalo sauce. Derek is federal crime. Oh boy. There's something about this face that says Cardinals fan and federal crime right here. Right here. It got very blue in my screen when I put Derek up here. There's something weird about that. Did you see that? It got very blue. All right, look at this. There's something about Derek's face that not only brings out the agencies of the United States of America, but it also changes the whole vibe in the room to a whole different color. I mean, look at this. It's blue in here now. 1st and 10 for the Steelers from the 14-yard line. 13 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Derek is going to let us know this the rest of this drive here. Handoff all the way in for a touchdown. And Derek's doing his little dance. He's doing his Derek dance. He's doing it right now. That is a touchdown for the Steelers, and this game is over. Derek likes the Steelers because he's yellow. Don't ask him why he's yellow. He might also have a bit of jaundice. But hey, we're not going to talk about that right now. And that hole is not actually a sponge hole, it's a bullet hole. A face only a mother could love, or everyone in this stream, right? I believe. Yeah, right. If you guys, I told you, if you made eye contact with him, you'll be getting a visit from Derek tonight. Derek is a federal crime. Where is the oil? Haha, committed to the bit. Derek, we need to do an alcohol and weed test. Someone did do at FBI, so this might be the person whose at it went to. Who knows? A face only a mother could love. Derek. Nah, weed is cool. Go after whatever else he's on. No, it's Adderall. Derek is on Adderall. He's trying to study for exams for his general studies degree. He guessed Stan was right. That's hilarious. I just went to the FBI channel. And secretly, it was created in January 29, 2025 at FBI-USA-02W. That is something the FBI would do. They would make a channel and then they would not have any description. They would have no videos, no content, and they would literally just, they're just watching people on YouTube, right? They're just watching. Very secretive. No way. Now the CIA's in here. Okay, now we're going to go check out the CIA channel. More about CIA-investigate. CIA is in here now. Am I going to have to make a video about this? Am I going to have to make a video about the FBI and CIA raided my stream? You're getting close. Next thing I know, that there will be another agency coming in here. Are we going to get like the FAA in here now? You summoned the FBI, Casey. FBI came in here, now CIA's in here. Derek is a Russian spy. I can't confirm or deny that. Derek may know where the codes are. He may be hiding the children. He may have peed near a playground. He may or may not have a drug addiction. It's okay. We got the CIA now. We got Leif in here again. Looks like the curse will only hit TJ Watt and not the Steelers as a whole for this game. Yeah, the Steelers are playing great. You want to get the Republic Security Services in here? Now that'd be pretty sick. FAA, NTSB, OSHA. I've already dealt with OSHA in my job. OSHA is a pain in the butt. But hey, without OSHA, there are some facilities that would literally be hellholes. So I think that it's good that they exist. If the IRS comes your route, me too. Actually, I did the whole Dave Ramsey plan, if any of you know who that is. So I'm debt free. So I don't think the IRS is too concerned with me right now. It was hard. I had $90,000 in debt I paid off in 2 years. All right, 82 is going to take this kickoff for the Dolphins, and he's going to get this return all the way back to the 36-yard line. That is hilarious, Casey. I love your humor. Okay, Derek, we got to flip the board again. You go take a seat. I think there's enough federal agencies in here right now. So we don't really want to keep your face there. It's too incriminating. 6. There we go. We flipped it. Let's take a look at how many people have come hang out with us here. As now in garbage time, Dolphins going to get this ball with Achan out to the 50-yard line. We've had 641 people come hang out with us in this stream. We have 22.8 watch hours on it so far. First and 10 for the Dolphins. 12:30 left in the fourth quarter. Speaking of 12:30, it is almost 12:30 in just 2 hours on the East Coast. Flip it, flip it. This is probably going to eliminate the Dolphins from the playoffs here. Achan's going to get another 10-yard gain on this one, getting some garbage time rushing yards in a 28-3 blowout. We just hit 25 likes. That is our goal for the day. Thank you to whoever did that. Was it the CIA or the FBI? Come on, you guys raided the stream. Might as well. This is a different kind of raid altogether. This isn't a Tom Grossi raid, but hey, hit that like button. You're going to mourn? Maybe I'll mail it to you. Email me. I'll mail you the flipboard. Second and 1. Tua's going to throw this football. It is completed to Waddle. That's going to be a big gain for a first down. Little too late, though. Little too late to be doing all this stuff. Your phone's about to die, so you're going to head out for the night. See you whenever you stream next. Absolutely, dude. Maybe Thursday if I'm home in time. If I'm not home in time, I might do the second half of the Thursday game. You have a patient I see at 6. If they don't cancel, I'll be home at like 7 or so and then settle down. By then it'll be the second quarter, maybe almost halftime. So then I can maybe get everything set up and come in for the second half of the Thursday night game. So everyone be on the lookout for that. Probably at least do that. All right, barely got the snap off on first and 10. Tua's going to throw downfield. He's got a completion. Is that Darren Waller? I think that's Darren Waller. Man, he's finally not hurt. Surprised he didn't get hurt on that play. First and goal for the Dolphins now. And maybe they'll get a few more points on the board, make the score a little bit more respectable. We shall see here in a second. Yeah, Casey, don't worry. It's definitely not the real FBI or CIA. Someone's committed to the bit, though. I checked the channel and there's literally nothing. There's no description or anything on the channel. The FBI would at least have a description. First and goal. Tua looking to throw. Trying to find someone open. He's getting chased down. Will he take another horrible sack? Looking to throw to the end zone. Little too high. Threw it out to the back of the end zone. Oh my goodness. He looks like a drunk SpongeBob. His name is Derek. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about at all. Has anyone else seen a sponge or anything? I don't even know. Is there someone named Derek in the chat that looks like a sponge? I mean, I haven't seen anybody. I don't know who anyone's talking about right now. There's no sponges on my channel. Looking to throw second and goal to the end zone. Nice catch. Darren Waller, touchdown. And I guess the game's not over yet. Dolphins are going to make it a little more interesting. If it's even 1% more interesting, it is technically a little more interesting. All right, we get to flip it thanks to the Dolphins. A 1. A 0. That was a double flip. And a dab, even though it's outdated. I think Mossad's a little too busy right now with Hanukkah to be invading my stream. But yeah, we're going all out with the bit. You've made 4 channels just for the bit, and they're all still up. I'm looking at all of them right now. All of your channels are up. Throwing to the end zone, incomplete on 2-point conversion. So actually, it's going to be a 9. We get to flip it again. Flip. Where's my 0? There it is. Well, now that game is definitely over. They should have just gone for the field goal. I mean, if they got to 11, it's still a 3-possession game. There was no reason to go for 2 there. Kick the field goal. All right. You'd make a shrine to the flip scoreboard, forget your ancestor altar. Do it. Actually, no. If it's like your ancestors and you don't care about them, then fine. But if it's like your grandma, then come on. Don't do that. I flipped. I promise I flipped. My lemonade's about to spill. IRS. I believe this is Captain Rex doing this. That's my gut feeling. That's impressive speed on making new YouTube channels, dude. You make the channel, you find the Google image, you make the profile picture, and then you come into the chat. It's helping us get more viewers for the day. Appreciate it. Flip. At least the IRS has encouraged me to flip the flipboard. If the IRS has encouraged me to flip the flipboard, then I think I should keep the flipboard. The IRS showed up, Casey. You should probably get out of here. One thing I know for sure is the IRS is probably the scariest group that's on this entire thing right now. I don't think they can come back from this minimal either. I think that this game is a done deal. Our stream's not a done deal though. We're still going hot and heavy on the stream. Let's see how many people we've had hang out for even a split second. We've had 652. We're now at a 24.2 watch time. If the game was more exciting, we'd probably have more people coming in here, but the Dolphins had to go dolphin it up, and now here we are. It's all the Dolphins' fault. Coming from a Cardinals fan too, even though they have 6 wins, so guess I can't say too much. All right. FBI and CIA beat you, darn. Yeah, sorry, man. They beat you. They were a little too fast on that one. All right, they're going to kick the ball. Let's see if they squib it. Nope, they're just going to send that ball really deep. Steelers going to catch it at the 6, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. And that is where they go down. That is where we will have the last little bit of a drive. Derek, did you owe taxes? You did not tell me you didn't. You did not tell me that. I said you could stay at this house until if you paid your taxes. You said you did. The game turned ugly. The Steelers slowly just kept scoring touchdowns on pretty much every possession in the second half, and then the Dolphins would get the ball and not score. They just did get a garbage time touchdown, and then they went for 2 for no reason, and they didn't get it. So they're basically conceding defeat at this point, and the Steelers are probably just going to run the clock out for the rest of the game. Oh, we just got another subscriber. Thank you to whoever subscribed. You are awesome. 642 subscribers. We're probably not going to hit the 650 goal during the stream, but that's okay. So Steelers going to Super Bowl. Yep, this is what they wanted. They beat the Dolphins, and now it's straight to the Super Bowl for the Steelers. We did have Mossad, FBI, CIA, and the IRS come into the stream, though. Stole all the crack in Jerusalem. Is there crack in Jerusalem? I feel like they would have outlawed that. I'm sure there's stuff everywhere, obviously. All right, Warren's going to get a carry. Gonna go for about 4. It's gonna be 3rd and 5 Steelers. Steelers get this first down. We can keep this game chugging along. Now IRS and Mossad are going at it. That's crazy, dude. Whoever committed to this bid is a legend, but NCAA disappeared and Captain Rex disappeared. So yeah, those are the two people I think might be doing this right now. You guys can all have Derek. If that hell, I'm done with Derek. If he's got all these people after him, have fun with Derek. Derek, you crazy mentally unstable sponge. We don't need to see the score anymore, do we? Just know that there's 9 for the Dolphins. He's got to rest his head. He's a little hungover. What's up, NCAA sports? You can't come back here and pretend that that wasn't you. I knew whoever was actually the culprit was going to come back in here and was going to say, hey, no, I'm still here. Somebody's doing it. I feel like it's either one of you guys, which either way, you're legendary. What a bit. Or whoever added the FBI account got that person to come in here and do it, which is hilarious also. Still 3rd and 6 right now. Hopefully there wasn't a timeout. I mean, there must have been a timeout there. It could be maybe Captain Rex and NCAA teamed up, formed a unit. FBI USA. Did someone call for me again? Yeah, FBI. I need my spicy Italian. Come over to my house. Give me my spicy Italian. 3rd and 6 screen pass. Going to be caught by Warren out to the first down marker. It might be. I think that's a first down. They're going to move the sticks. So that is. There's 8 minutes left, and that'll give us some more time ticked off the clock. Steelers going to move really slow. There's no need to stand out in the cold any longer than you need to. There's a full-blown conversation happening in this chat. Fake agency. What did you just say? You want to square up? Hey, guys, CIA's probably got some sleeper agents, and they're gonna square up with both you guys. He's just short. Oh man, I really don't want the Dolphins to have the ball anymore. Let's run this clock out, guys. This game is over. Let's get this game going, gone. And they're gonna punt. Gosh dang it. 500 trillion. Did you steal the World Bank's money again? Did you steal their entire bank? Oh my goodness. This guy must be an alien. That's the lore we need to work out here. What planet did this little freak come from? Because he may have stolen $500 trillion that he stole from a different planet. Maybe he's part of that asteroid headed towards Earth. Maybe that's his colony. All right, Dolphins punt returner catches the ball, gets absolutely leveled at the 14. You both owe me Derek's arrest. CIA spelled arrest wrong. I just want to point that out. Don't come for me. You did spell arrest wrong. I will get him. Me. Hey yo, another sub looks like just joined the channel. Thank you so much. My goodness, you guys are beautiful. Except for Villanova guy. He's not beautiful. Until he turns 18. He said he was 18. Should have definitely not said that if you're 16. Good job. Good luck on your homework, though. Oh man, the chat's getting political down here. FBI and Mossad going at it. All right, we're at 25.5 watch hours in the stream. Absolutely great. 2nd and 1. Tua looking to throw, dodges the sack. He's going to get it completed. Is that Waller again? He's getting heavily involved. That's Hill, and they're getting chippy, trading words with one another. I mean, it's football. What were you expecting? Gets hit hard. Queen has been having a great night. Oh, my wife sent me a snap. She's probably watching a movie I really want to watch. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tua Tagovailoa gonna get sacked. He's back and sacked back at the 20. 2nd down and long now. Yeah, the IRS is here. Everybody's here now. Casey, it all happened all at once. I think you're able to summon everybody all at once. You've got that power. Yes, Tua sacked. He did look like he jarred his head a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. 2nd and 17 for the Dolphins. 5:15 left in the game. They're going to throw again. Pass completed to 85. He's going to stay in bounds because that is a Dolphin thing to do. Who is that? Is that the former Broncos tight end? Oh, yeah, it is. It's Dulcich. It's Greg Dulcich. Hope he's doing well. His hamstrings are so weak. I really hope they're holding up. Oh, yeah. That would be really cool if you could summon 3K watch hours for me. We could get the super chats going in here. We could stream every football game. That would be awesome. I'm also going to stream the draft in April because I know the season will be over eventually. Literally in February. But I am also going to make a video about every Super Bowl ad. I'm going to rank every Super Bowl ad. I did that on a different channel last year, but that channel's behind us. We're fully committed to the sports. Heck, I may do some stuff on that other channel every once in a while, but this is my sports channel. That's what I'm doing mainly right now. Oh, no. Now we got Russia. Russia's hanging out. It may not be Captain Rex or NCAA. I apologize if it wasn't you guys. It could be someone else committed to the bit. Maybe it's Casey. Maybe she wasn't walking the dogs. Maybe she's actually just committed to this bit. Her and Minimal. Catch by 83. First down, Dolphins. They keep moving this football downfield. The clock is continuing to tick, though. I appreciate they're completing all these passes. There's now 3.5 minutes left in the game. Dolphins aren't moving too quickly. They're just trying to get some garbage time stats right now. 1st and 10 for them from the 37-yard line. Ball is going to be snapped. Looking to throw. Tua's going to complete this pass as well. Out of bounds is Achane, about 7 yards. He drinks your vodka. Apparently he's sucking down vodka. No wonder he's so hungover with his head knocked up against this scoreboard. You're trying to make a 501st channel? Why was YouTube difficult? It was not letting you make a 501st channel? It'd be cool if you made a 501st channel and then made 501st videos about the 501st lore. That'd be pretty cool. 2nd and 4 for the Dolphins. Tua looking to throw from the Steelers 31, and he is going to escape the sack. Throws the football to Achane for a first down. Achane misses a tackle. He's going to get all the way to the 13, and that's a first down. Dolphins with 3 minutes left in the game. How about that? We got another subscriber, 643. If you just subscribed, you are awesome. Welcome to the channel. Happy to have you here. You are the best. Thank you so much for contributing to this channel's growing early success. Really appreciate it. YouTube wouldn't save the pictures. Dang it. So you admit you are the man making the other channels. You're contributing to the chat, which will get more views on the video. But this game is so out of reach, I don't think anyone's going to come hang out with us at this point. Just the people hanging out with us right now, at least for the rest of the game. And then once this game is over, I will head out. It looks like most of our people went and headed out of this game. We got all the cool people in here. Yeah. I'm happy I think I got about 10 to 20 people who are regulars now coming into my streams from what I've seen in the first couple weeks. I had about 6 people before the raid, which was pretty cool, honestly. And now I've had up to about 20 people that I know of who have regularly come into this stream with me. 1st and 10, that's going to be another Darren Waller touchdown, and we get to flip the board one more time. Unfortunately, they did it with 2:32 left in the game, so that means we have a commercial break after this touchdown, and then we're also going to get a commercial break for the 2-minute warning as well, which is a fat bummer. Not going to lie, that is a fat bummer. Because they're making this suddenly, who knows? I've seen crazier things in the NFL. But them going for 2 and not getting it last time was a big blow. Let's go ahead and flip the board. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. It's either going to be 15 or it's going to be 17. They're going for 2 again. Can't find anybody open. Quick throw, and Dulcich just straight up can't catch it. So it is 15. And again, I'm going to say this game is over. It's still only a 2-touchdown game, but I'm not too confident about it. Imagine the Finns win. Nice, Captain Rex. Make it for at least a quarter a game. That'd be awesome. Russia even wants me to flip it? Dude. Didn't know Russia liked the NFL so much. It would be insane if they came back to win it. We get a lot of people hanging out in the stream if that happened. That would be awesome for everybody. That'd be awesome for you guys because you get to watch it. It'd be awesome for me because you get a bunch of people hanging out in here. Two minutes, 32 seconds left. Luckily, there was no commercial break. There's an obligatory one at every 2-minute warning. We'll have that for 2 minutes. I kind of hoped it would be a closer game, Captain Rex. I hoped it would be closer. I figured it would be. Both teams seemed really evenly matched, and the defense for the Dolphins was playing pretty good. They just got kind of tired because they were on the field so much. It was really that offense. Tua he was playing really bad. Don't let the stats fool you. Tua has not been playing good tonight. All these last 2 touchdowns when it doesn't matter. I feel like the Steelers defense just wants to go home. The Steelers are going to try to end the play. They're going to try to end the game right here. Have you guys ever seen that funny meme of the guy in college who was trying to read the sports stats, but he had no clue what he was saying? And then he finally said, all right, and then passes it to the man and then shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite. That's a funny meme. You guys should check that one out. Look up the boom goes the dynamite sports guy right now, if you have not, or right after the stream. You got to look up the boom goes the dynamite guy. Watch the full 3-minute version of it. He has no idea what he's doing. He's nervous. Clearly, he's never watched sports in his life. And they asked him to help out on the newscast for the college that one time. It's definitely like a local thing, but he's hilarious. Holy crap. You made a Derek channel. Now that's a good channel right there. Derek. You should literally just post a video on the Derek channel. You have to post a video on the Derek channel. That is Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine doing the Derek dance, and then just have a picture of Derek in it. As a Steelers fan, you're loving this game. I don't blame you. Steelers dominated. Derek, how are you typing if you're right here? That makes no sense. Are you using your mind? Do you now have mind powers too? You're the most powerful sponge on the face of the planet. You crazy bastard. And he is a bastard. I confirmed it. I'm not just saying that to be mean. Guy never had a mother. He's from the Game of Thrones universe. Never had a mother. What? He was asexual. He formed in the ocean. I became his father because I found him. One day he was hitchhiking on the road. He's been alive for thousands of years. He met one of the dragons. He's a witch. Oh no. That explains why I was getting those weird feelings in my sleep last night. Derek, you tickling my feet while I'm sleeping? 2nd and 6, no gain for the Steelers. They're going to trickle this one. Actually, nope, that's the final timeout. Douglas a little shaken up on the play. He stood up, though. His drunkenness is letting him with pride. We're talking about Phillip Rivers, age 44, 4th overall pick in 2004 draft, signed by the Colts last Wednesday. First start since the 2020 wild card at Buffalo. And they almost beat the Seahawks. There was a crazy long kick by the Colts kicker. It was good. It was Groupie, the kicker. And then apparently Myers had other things in mind, came in and kicked a field goal last second. And the Colts barely lost. Now they get to play the 49ers, and it'll be interesting to see if they can beat them. He'll be the starter for the rest of the year, though, so that'll be fun to watch. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, though. That loss was a big deal. They're going to need the Chargers to lose and the Texans to get into the playoffs. Yeah, that'll be a good show. I'll definitely do at least a half of that. Aaron Rodgers slides down on the field. 4th down. Final timeout taken, so we're not yet at the 2-minute warning. They've used all their timeouts, both teams. There are no timeouts left. We're just kind of wasting everyone's time at this point. Derek, how could you? 4th and 13. We're going to get a punt. Gotta admire the Dolphins fans wearing the full suits. All right, let's see what the punt is going to hold. Welcome back, NCAA. Nothing really changed. Another garbage time Dolphins touchdown. Yeah, Derek himself. Yeah, Derek himself. I'm pretty sure Captain Rex is being a wild guy and making all these accounts. But apparently it wouldn't let him use the 501st one for his 501st account. Yeah, no, that was a crazy bit. It lasted for like an hour. We had every agency in here for the US. We had Mossad. We had Derek himself, the IRS. We had Russia hop in here. It got pretty wild in here for a little bit. No one called you IRS. Get out of here. We're trying to watch the Dolphins lose, okay? Dolphins have the ball at the 2-yard line after the punt, and they're going to have one more play, then a 2-minute warning. Hand the ball off. Maybe they're just going to concede defeat finally. That's the 2-minute warning. And unfortunately, we have one more commercial break. Only in the Askew crew. I can also switch accounts pretty quickly. If you're on your phone, on your mobile app, it's very easy to switch between accounts really quick. And I bet you, Captain Rex, if you are the guy, it literally has like 10 accounts on your YouTube thing that you're flipping through right now. It has been a little bit better than the game. It's more entertaining than this game, that's for sure. We got the 2-minute warning commercial break right now. If anybody here is watching the stream and is wondering what's going on in the game, I'm not sure if anyone else is. I think everyone here at this point doesn't really care about the game anymore. And we're just hanging out until it's over. But if anybody here does care, that's what's going on. Game's almost over. Dolphins have no chance of winning. They'd have to get a Hail Mary touchdown, somehow get the ball back with no, like an onside, it'd have to be an onside kick, and then they'd have to score another touchdown. So it's definitely still not impossible. The odds are probably 1%, though. Let me drink my vodka and sniff weed in peace. Sniff weed? Is that what you call it, Derek? Sniffing weed? We're ride or die for this stream. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, Minimal. Appreciate it. 1,000 days like. First, the CIA misspelled something, and now the IRS misspelled like and had to say late twice to correct themselves. These federal agencies are slipping up in here. You know how long it would take me to make a video about everything that's happened in this stream with that bit? It would take me probably 3 or 4 hours to clip all of the stuff from that. That's crazy. And everyone would be like, what the heck? Is this actually the FBI? Haven't gotten any new subs in a while, but that's fine. It finally slowed down. 410, 420. 426 new subscribers in the last 3 days. Just insane. All from that Tom Grossi video. There's someone dressed like a pig in the crowd. And they just filmed him for everyone to see on ESPN. Tua's going to throw on 2nd and 6. They're going to get a first down probably. Waller has gotten all the fantasy points anybody who has him needs on this final quarter. He's getting everything all of a sudden. You can ask the AI of YouTube how viewers found your video, how many viewers you reached, and summarize your video performance. Nice. Very fun. 3rd and 1. It's going to be 4th down now. Of course, the Dolphins are going to go for it, though, because they have no other choice. No other choice at all. I'm at the DOD right now, and spelling errors is more common than you think. Be careful, or the Department of Defense will appear in the chat. Pass completed on 4th and 3 to Achane, and the Dolphins still moving the ball. There's less than a minute left in the game. You work for higher ed. It is rife with all manner of errors. That's disappointing to hear, Casey. Tagovailoa pass incomplete, almost intercepted first down. It's going to be 2nd and 10. There's only 42 seconds left in the game. What's the temperature in Pittsburgh? It's 16 now. When's it actually going to get cold? The low was 7. It's already 9 in Mountain Time. It's already 11 over there in Pittsburgh. You're telling me it's not cold yet? Looks like the Tom Grassi video is finally screeching to a halt. Or will it be Department of War? Yeah, it's actually not the Department of Defense anymore, is it? It is technically the Department of War. That is correct. Which sounds pretty aggressive, if you ask me. Little aggressive. We're about to find out because Captain Rex is on the scene. He's keeping us updated with all of it. 2nd and 15. Tua completes the pass. It is caught by number 6. He's going to fall down inbounds. That's Washington. 30 seconds left in this game. It is basically over. We are begging you, please. Please be over. It is 9:11 here on Mountain Time. Too soon. Still too soon for me. 3rd and 5. Pass completed to Dulcich. He's going to get to the 35, all the way out to the 38. Good play by Dulcich, who's a pretty good tight end. I'm not sure why he's the backup. Let's see. No. I worked there, and literally all the members still have Department of Defense on it. Legally, yes. Publicly, no. Memos. Yeah, it's still the Department of Defense. They just changed the name on it. Just like the Gulf of Mexico is the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America, depending on who you ask. All right, that's the end of the game. This is your final score, 28-15 on Monday Night Football. Thank you, everyone, for coming in here. DOD has entered the chat just in time for the end of the game. This is your final score. You see it on the screen. Derek, come in here, say bye to everybody. Let's take a look at how many people, even though it's a little bit skewed because of all the people hopping in and out from different federal agencies. 733 and 28.5 watch hours. That's a really good day. Got 30 watch hours on a pretty dud of a primetime Monday Night Football game. Thanks to you lovely people. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and watching the game with us. Me and Derek are very pleased that you guys all stayed here the whole time. Hopefully, we'll keep adding more people to the streams in the future as well, especially in the good games. We had a lot of people come in and also give us props for how the channel's looking and everything as well, and thanking me for, having a good channel. People probably left because the game sucks, though, so it is what it is. No big deal. Till I'm monetized, to answer your question, I need probably, I think, 1,700 more watch hours to get monetized. The watch hours are way behind the subscribers now. The 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours is what I need. Right now, I'm at 1,100 watch hours, but it updates it's 5 days behind. So everything I've gotten the last 5 days, which is a lot, I think it's about 200 to 300 watch hours in the last 2 or 3 days. That will add on to it. In 5 days. So it updates every 5 days or so. Yeah. So I am about halfway in watch time. I need 1,500 more watch hours probably. And I already hit the subscriber goal. My next subscriber goal is 1,000, and that will be full-blown monetization. But we hit the subscriber goal for super chats, and we just need the 1,600, 1,500-ish more watch hours, and then we will hit that goal. Bye, Derek. I'll see you. Wait, you're right here, actually. Thank you, Casey, for hanging out. We'll see you in the next stream on Thursday when we do the second half, unless I decide not to. But I'll do the full game if my patients cancel, or I will do the second half at least. So be on the lookout for that. And then I will also be back for the weekend. I will do the Thursday game second half most likely. Yep. See you later, Leif. Pay your taxes. Oh, no, Dad. Didn't expect that. Thought I was going to say taxes. All right, I'm going to go watch Monday Night Raw, Captain Rex. Everyone have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to hang out with my wife, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.